Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Wow. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Wow. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Wow. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Wow. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Wow. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Oh. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Oh. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Oh. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Oh. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. Not gonna lie, lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Oh. Let's go, Jakey B, baby. Underdog of the year, baby. Let's go. Let's go. lads, don't get nervous, but I'm feeling it. Oh. Let's go! Jakey B, baby! Underdog of the year, baby! Let's go! Let's go! I just turned him down. I don't know if I've turned him down too much. Anyway, guys, here we are, NEC 4. Back again with 1v1 me with some banger fights. If Crimmy was here, he could tell you. Not sure if he is here. Let me just have one more check on his audio. Maybe I turned him down too much. He's muted, look. Let me turn you back up. Okay, we've got 7 minutes till the first fight of the night. I'm not sure what's going on with my boy Crim. He seems unmuted. Maybe if I just do this. Yo, Crimmy. You with me, brother? Don't know what's going on. No clue in the slightest whatsoever what is going on with Crimmy. Also, my Twitch chat ain't working. Maybe it's me, lads. Oh, my chat's working now. Yeah, don't know what's going on with Crimmy. Don't know if it's my audio. Am I plugged in alright? Yeah, it shouldn't be my audio. Crimmy is here. You're lying, Weather. You're lying.
I have used my work for one.
My mic's working fine. Can you hear him? Alright, so it's not me then. It's Crimmy. That's fine. That's fine, that's fine. Right, lads. I've got some audio issues, so we're not going to stream this fight from me. I'm not going to be playing that. Right.
Hello?
There we go.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello? There we go.
Oh, there we are. Sweet. Oh.
Is he fine, lads? Is his audio fine? I've turned him down a little bit. I had to turn him down a little bit. Or
I just had to leave and come back.
Alright, I've turned it down a bit. Should be fine. Yeah, cool. Just don't want him too loud. I figured out how to do it. Anyway, lads, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with NEC 4. We have the main event, Fadanator versus Kezza. Banger of a fight. Frosty MMA versus Dirty Dave. And then we have the 1v1 matchups that include Suave Jamie, Naz UFC, Yerda Trixie, and myself going. Turn him all the way up? I'm not turning him all the way up. And we have myself versus Noeta, Sweden's #1 player. Any of these fights stand out to you, Crimmy?
Yeah, I'm interested in the obviously the main event, and obviously the 1v1 meets they all look like bangers, to be honest. They should all be really good fights, really even fights as well. So yeah, it'll be a good watch tonight, 100%.
Will be a very good watch tonight. Thankfully, I do have Crimmy on the comms with me. A couple of other guys meant to be here, not shown up. That is fine. I know some guys are having some issues, but yeah. So maybe you've got me and Crimmy tonight. So kicking us off, it will be myself versus Noetta. Noetta got KO of the week last week. I beat Yerda last week. Very, both two interesting fights. Do you have any predictions for this? Forget that I'm on the comms with you. Have you ever played Noetta?
Yeah, I played him in prime time not too long ago. He's a good fighter.
Oh yeah, I think I remember you saying, and he wrestled you.
Obviously, yeah, he wrestled. But it's a bit of a different one with you because obviously you're more balanced than me, so you can obviously wrestle as well. So it'll be a good fight. I don't know which way he's going to go, to be honest.
More balanced indeed, and there you can see that is up next. It is Jakey versus Noetta. Both of us are 1-0, both undefeated. Someone's O has to go. We have about 3 minutes before the stakes do close on this matchup. And yeah, I'm excited for it. It's a tough fight. I've noticed that I'm going into this one a heavy favourite, which is, you know, we see some of the heavy favourites and they were blasphemous. But yeah, it's a tough one. Going in at a heavy favourite is definitely brings on the nerves and things, you know. So yeah. It should be a good one. We will give
people in the chat saying Noetta's Conor McGregor.
I would like to point out Noetta is a very handsome man. This one is Battle of the Beards. We did agree loser has to shave their beard off, but not too sure. I am having some audio difficulties, lads, doing my thing where I stream from the Xbox app. It's making like a chopper noise, so we will be watching this through Noetta's Twitch, where I will remove my camera and leave you to Crimmy. Crimmy will have to do the best job he can commentating this one on his own. We are going ahead at welterweight. We do have a couple more minutes before the lines do shut on these matchups, and we will get the rest of the card underway after this first matchup. So let's just take one more quick look at the stakes while we have a couple minutes. So yeah, Noetta, a massive underdog in this one. Some good money potentially to be made if he can pull this one out of the bag and beat me. Records close. I'm looking at a record of 9-5, which only includes one ESFL win, and that went to me. So
who's the 9-5 in favour of?
Me.
You. Okay.
I don't think any Aspars. I think it's all OWC, other than one matchup that was in the ESFL where I can't remember who he went, but I think I beat his Tony Ferguson with Khabib Nurmagomedov, which was a very
wow.
Which is a very, very interesting fight. I think I overhanded him, so he's going to be watching out. But like I say, Noetta, very impressive last week. Put on a KO of the night. Can't remember who against, but yeah, I'm definitely...
Mark Jeff.
Oh, Mark Jeff, it was, yeah, KO of the night. It was beautiful. So I've been watching that fight over and over again to make sure that, he doesn't get another KO of the night on me in this one. When it does hit 1:15, I will quickly go over some of the rules with you gentlemen. Just so there is no 30 seconds and we are good to start. So while we are here, lads, I will quickly just go over the rules. We will look at the rules. So all the fights are 3 rounds, accelerated clock. Other than title fights, there will be 5 rounds. Any use of third-party software will result in immediate ban. Any use of exploits, no matter how minimal, will result in a disqualification loss. So yeah, there's a list of the banned submissions. So you've got the standard back sit and rear naked choke, the go-go plata, the windshield choke. So I'm not worried about them. And it's, the banned exploits are the mount bobble head, the cage clinch hooks, the stam drain exploits, and the sprawl undeniable. So any other exploits brought to my attention will result in a disqualification loss, and we will update these rules as follow. So I do believe we are good to go. So if I just swing over to this. What I'm going to have to do, lads, I'm going to have to do this. Okay, that's fine. Do this. So we are going to have to play like this. So you can see that. And then I'm going to have to remove my camera. The border will stay. The little border in the corner will stay for when I'm back. And yeah, I believe we are good to go to get this one underway. Let me just double check. Just double check that we are good to go. I will unplug my mic so I can plug it into my controller because I have some sound difficulties. He's going GSP.
Yep, GSP, interesting choice.
Very interesting.
He's looking to mix every form of mixed martial arts in, I'm guessing.
Yep, so I think it will be a flash KO. I believe we are good to go anyway. We are past the allotted time. So I will hand you over to Crimmy. Thanks for the subscription, Blaze. I'm going to unplug this. And yeah, see you on the other side, gents.
Right, well, it's just me, guys. It's just me in the chat. We've got Noeta using GSP, and Jakey using Leon Edwards, I'm guessing. So, should be a very good fight. Jakey obviously with a 9-5 record, 1 win in the ESFL. And we're in. We're good to go. Let's see how this one turns out. And yeah, that is me, Blaze. That is me. That is Crim Dog. Alright, let's see how this one goes then. JKB using Leon and Noeta using GSP. Couple of early combos coming out. Fadanator in the chat. What's up, Fad? Nice body jab there by Noeta. Nice counter by Jakey. Ooh. Some nice combos coming through from Noeta. Me personally, I'm favouring the Edwards pick over the GSP if it stays like this. I feel like Jakey can, just like we're seeing now, can light him up a little bit. We never know with Noeta, you know. We got a really good KO last week against Matt Jeff. I think he's losing the exchanges at the moment. Jakey is Leon Edwards. He is the Birmingham man. Yeah, black shorts. Yeah, it's tough lucky being by myself. Oh, duck head kick. Big rock from Noeta. Pressure not against the cage. Some nice combos coming through from Noeta now. That should add a lot of confidence to Noeta now. Now when he's got that rock. Jakey's still coming back into this big rock. Oh, knocks him down. 3 seconds delay. Yeah, well, I can't help it. Big head kick. Nice takedown from Noeta. So you got to think, if it stays like this now, it's probably Noeta's round. Actually, no, I don't know, because of the knockdown. Be very even on the scorecards, I think. Good flip by Jakey, though. Yeah, this delayed. Yeah, it is. It will be a little bit delayed on the commentary from me, just because of what Jakey's done it, because of his audio settings. Blue shorts is Noeta. KM Noeta. It's good work here from Jakey though to finish off the round. Yeah, round 1 in the books. Let's have a look at that. That one would probably favour Jakey, I think. We'd have to see. I don't think this one's going to be going 3 rounds though, lads, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, 10-9 JP. Yeah, I agree. Nice combos here from JP starting the round. Answering back is Noeta. They both look pretty comfortable in there. They both look pretty good on the stand-up. Jakey though just seems to be winning those exchanges. Both really liking that jab to start their combos. Nice rock by Jakey. Oh, good head movement by Noeta. Good spear. Wow. Nice transition by Jakey. Oh, I feel like I'm doing alright, Lucky, to be honest. I don't think you need to help me on too much. Jakey just absorbing that body damage now. Probably waiting to get stood up. Oh, Noeta does it for him. Noeta is very dangerous though. Like, you can literally just get anything out of anything. So can Jakey as well. It makes them out of nothing. Good rock by Jakey. Head held starting to look a little bit worrying now by Noeta. Nice combo though. Nice pull from Jakey. Is he gonna get him? I'm pretty sure he did get him. Jakey B gets it done. The goal gets it done. 2 1v1 wins by Jakey now. Who is gonna stop him? Big win, Jakey. You back? Free cash, the chat is saying. Free cash.
Crimmy, you with me?
Yo, brother.
You with me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Big win.
Big win. Big win. Let's go. Let's go. Big shout out to Noeta on the GGs, but come on, man. Wait, imagine I played that whole fight. No audio, bruv. Bruv, I don't know what happened. My audio went.
Jakey, you might have to turn me up, by the way. A couple of people are saying that I'm really quiet. So I don't know.
I got you.
But yeah, I tried my best, lad, commentating by myself. Tried my best.
Yeah, no, that's fun. I'll turn you up. Sorry, my bad. I'll turn you up to 75%.
Let's see if Webbo can hear me better now. Webbo, are you in the chat, Webbo? Are you in the chat?
Can you hear
Do I sound better, Webbo?
Is that better?
Do I sound better? Okay, yeah, it does sound better.
Alright, good, nice one. So anyway, JQB versus Mr. Noeta, got it done. Anyway, tough fight. When he ducked my wheel kick, I thought, long day, bro. I swear that I bucked it. He ducked my wheel kick, I thought that was it. Yeah, but dug deep, managed to thingy, and then I thought I played well. I needed to be a bit careful, but managed to get the job done right at the end. Another big performance from myself. Anything you'd like to add before we move on?
I mean, it was a cracking fight. It would have been better if I could actually hear it a bit better, and I was a bit delayed as well. I was a bit behind, but yeah, it was a brilliant fight. I thought he fought really well. I saw the pick kind of killed him though. I think he could have had a better pick there, because obviously I think your grappling is solid as well. So I think on the stand up, you just mold him kind of with the exchanges.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew he was a good wrestler, but I do fancy my chances as a bit of a wrestler myself. Very very proud on my defensive wrestling and things like that. But yeah, thanks for all the follows, guys. Thanks for the subs if I missed any. Yeah, and a big win. And we do move on to the next fight of the night, which will be Smiley versus Kante. What can you tell me about these guys, Crimmy?
Two
by the way,
VFL guys.
all
Two
the
VFL guys.
all the things are in the staff chat, by the way.
Yeah, I've got them. So yeah, two VFL guys. Obviously, I'm not going to be disrespectful to Smiley, but it does look like a little bit of a mismatch in terms of, obviously Kante has been around a lot longer, fought a lot of better guys, obviously has probably played the game a lot longer. I'm pretty sure Smiley's a featherweight, I want to say, in VFL. Maybe even a lightweight, but...
He had a stint at bantamweight.
He had a stint at bantamweight, I didn't know that.
He did have a stint at bantamweight, and he did, in fact, lead up to this fight, a lot of talking, but he did, in fact, have a win over DB Theo. So that's an impressive win. You know, the record here I'm looking at is 9-5 in the favour of Kante. So 5 times Smiley's beaten. And I know Smiley is a tricky customer. If you notice here, he will use lunges and various lunges and things like that to his advantage, which is quite hard to play against.
Yeah, it is. You fight against a lot of those guys in the KM camp as well. Obviously, they've got that down to a T, and it's very, very hard, especially when they can just counter you in a matter of seconds with a lunging strike. So, but you never know. Kante with the vault pick, which I think puts Smiley at a little bit of a disadvantage, but we'll see.
So yeah, Kante obviously representing BFAP, and we do have Smiley representing No Camp. Kante not off to the best of starts. Kante in the red gloves with Alexander Volkanovski, Smiley in the blue gloves with Max Holloway. You see there with the lunge straight to the hook into the body kick. The stream is awful, by the way.
Yeah, it is really bad.
This stream is really bad, by the way. But Kante 1-2, Smiley making his debut here in the NEC. So it's going to be interesting. Kante does need a big win here, I feel like, to start putting himself back onto these live shows. And yeah, so either one of these need this win massively.
Yeah, and the thing is with Kante as well, you know, it depends what Kante is going to show up, because everyone loves Kante, you know, everyone knows Kante. He can come out there just like we saw in prime time the other day. You know, he took down, you know, he's got a really good record in prime time as well. He's took out some really big guys, and but then sometimes he'll just take a loss and you'll be like, how did he even lose that? You know?
Yeah.
It's been a good start here from Kante. He's got the leg a bit low. He's getting the block down.
Yeah, it is very good start. Oh, and a big rock to the leg.
Yeah.
That would be. You got to think to yourself, if you are going against someone that lunges a lot, you're going to target the legs, you know, because you want to hope they lunge into one of them big leg strikes, and yeah, you can really cook the legs of your opponent. And Smiley, yeah, struggling a little bit.
Yeah, and me personally, I'm always prone to a leg kick, and it always throws you off in the fight as well. When you've got to change stance like that, a big pull by Can.
Big pullback counter from Gant. Do you use this Max Holloway pick at all, Crimmy?
I'm a big Conor merchant, to be honest.
You're a big Conor McGregor fan.
I always get countered by if someone knows how to use Volk pretty well, you're always going to struggle against him. Like Kante, he's piling on the pressure, he's winning the exchange, and especially with that leg going down now, especially with the power of Max Holloway, it's only going to make his power worse.
Yeah, so, and his power being very low as it starts off with Kante just all pressure down the but a big flying he lands, and that's what Kante needs to avoid. But he is chaining them combos together nicely, putting that pressure on. But you know, Smiley still in this, keeps landing that body kick. Kante could maybe 3 rounds definitely favours him here, because if this was like but a big leg rock again and he drops him.
That's the thing, man. You know, this is the thing with Kante. If you do not want Kante just constantly piling combos onto you, because he's very good at it, you need to at least slip one of them or pull something. But yeah, but I don't know. I'm not writing Smiley off, because he's got some very unorthodox combos and kicks, so you never know.
Very unorthodox. Oh, and a spinning back fist lands. Bit cheesy on the side for Kante, but no holds barred. He needs this win. Both legs are cooked. Head health cooked. But can Smiley pull it out of the bag? He hits a lunge, hits a body kick. Kante slowing down, but I believe the damage may already be done in that first round, Crimmy.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good run from Smiley. Very positive run by Kante. I don't know what's happened. Oh, okay, it's back.
Oh, I thought they froze.
Yeah.
I thought they froze.
Yeah, I thought it froze.
I thought it froze.
Yeah, it's a very good run from Kante. He's mixing it up as well. You know, he's gone low, he's gone high. He's done a bit of everything in that first round.
He has indeed done everything in that first round. Even burn a little bit of that gas tank. Smiley does need something massive. But we've seen with Max Holloway the way he plays, you know, he's got the spin elbow, he's got the flying knees, he's got the spinning wheel kicks. Oh, and a big slip hook. puts down Smiley, and Kante will throw on this pressure. He shoots a takedown, but nothing doing for Smiley, and this could be over very soon.
Oh, lovely combos by Kante. He's got the rock. He's over against the kid. It's not a top. No.
Yeah, very interesting. That's not a top mount finish.
Yeah, Kante in here just looks like a man who just wants to get a win. You know, just the way he's fighting. He's doing everything just to get him out of there.
Oh, and he drops him again.
And again.
Spinning back fist.
The top man. Is this all she wrote?
This will all she wrote. And L14L Kante have a big win to propel him back to 2-2. He was 1-3 on the website, but that was wrong. I think ! Rankings. If you guys are on the stakes events tonight, you can go to the NUGS AU website. It's not ! Rankings. But anyway, you can go to the NUGS AU website and you can check out the rankings over there to see where these guys are ranked. And that is 2-2 for Kante and a big win to bring him back.
Yeah, very big one. Kante needed that. And I think Kante could actually be a very top competitor in this league. He just needs to start getting a couple of those wins together, start working his way up the card, maybe onto another win next week, and then maybe a main card the week after that. And I think he can do well.
He can do well indeed. So a big stellar win for Kante. Big. So moving on to our next fight, we do have Liam Kemure versus S. Rigby. So S. Rigby been chomping at the bit. He's been saying, I want to get on the live show. Kemure has had a tricky little start. Another similar record to Kante, 1-2 so far. Get to the ranking, nugsau.org, bro. And then look for the UFC section. There was usually a push notification. Not sure if one of the guys watching in the chat could just post that. But Kemure, difficult start, and he's fighting someone, Rigby, 1-1, I believe, and he's coming up. Naz UFC has stated if Rigby wins his fight, he will shave his beard. So we will hold Naz to that one. Let's just see if these gentlemen are good to go.
They are. Al Kenmore is streaming.
Nice, they are good to go. We do have a slight advert on Kemure, so we will wait for that to pass while we just look at that. Yerda Trixie, guys, we are going to you guys at 7:45, so you are up in 15 minutes. We might have to miss out. Blink is not competing. Sorry, the card is, I've not updated it. But yeah, Blink accused of cheating, so he's accused of being Guy's greatest. So he was meant to have 2 fights on the prelims, so we have replaced both of them guys there. So very silly from Blink to do that. So we might have to miss that Easy Work GG fight and then go straight to Yerda Trixie, because we do only have 10 minutes till that matchup. So I believe the advert is done. So we will go straight over to that one. This one's at middleweight. So do you know much about S. Rigby? Anything at all?
I was literally just going to ask you, Jakey. I haven't got a clue who this guy is. That's no disrespect at all, but I really don't know who he is. Obviously, everybody knows Kenmore, bit of a fan favourite, but no one really knows Rigby, I don't think. So we'll see.
And guys, we do have a giveaway on today's stream. If you liked and retweeted the tweet that I posted yesterday, we followed NUGS AU, we will be giving away 100,000 NUGS AU token today at the end of this stream, so do not let me forget about that. But as they bow to kick us off, S. Rigby making his debut on the live card. He has been asking for this. Training with Naz UFC, you know, he might not be all that bad, but he's not confident. I've been seeing by the way he's been speaking in the chat lately, he's not confident in this matchup against Kemure. And to be honest, the way Kemure has been improving lately, I wouldn't feel too confident going against him either when he needs a win.
No, and Kenmore's one of those guys as well, you know, it's like he can catch you with something and then the fight's over straight away. But I think this is going to be a bit of a different approach. I think Kenmore's just going to slowly weigh him down through the fight, maybe. It could even be done in one, but I just think the class from Kenmore's going to come through a little bit. But good work there by Rigby.
Yeah, Rigby doing well, landing shots, body shot out of range. Both of them trading that rear kick to the body. And you see him there loading up his 4 pieces. Spin elbow does whiff. And I'm wondering if this one will be contested mainly on the feet. I'm not sure. I know that Rigby Oh, but a big slip straight lead
God.
overhand, and that's a big drop up against the cage for Liam Kenmure. S. Rigby, the underdog, not too confident, taking the back, and this is where we might see it hit the mat.
Oh, is it?
And he's dragging him all the way, and he does get it, and he has got it.
Interesting. I didn't see that one coming. If I'm honest, I didn't see any grappling being deployed into this fight, but just have to see how it goes. Nice deny from Ken, man. Big get up though.
So a big get up, back to his feet. Kenmure, I feel sorry for him, man. He's great striker, very great striker. But it seems like grappling may be his kryptonite. You know, you see a lot of these guys come out. We see it with Evo Panda last week. Come out very wrestle heavy style of approach against Kenmure. Kenmure obviously in the red gloves on the bottom and the green shorts. S. Rigby in the blue gloves on top of him, Kenmure at the moment. And it is something that it is a pattern that I keep seeing. Kenmure frustrated off the bottom, you know. He just struggles a bit. I think he rushes.
Yeah, I mean it's the same. It's the same with a lot of fighters, and it implies to me as well. The higher up you get in the UFC community, the better the player you get. If someone knows you're not too good on the ground, they're gonna take you down, and they're just gonna secure the win and get it done there. That's just how it goes, and I feel like that's why it's crucial to be more of a mixed martial artist on this game and someone who can do like standing up and on the mat as well.
And a big denial into Crucifix. Crucifix denied. Kenmure does get the sprawl and a stand up from S. Rigby, and you've got to think Rigby's going to be happy with that round. You know, both players, Kenmure looking slightly a little bit more gassed, but you've got to think S. Rigby going to be very happy with a big round against a very tough competitor. Even though stats wise, more significant strikes for Kenmure, but it was just that one shot, that slip straight lead overhand that sort of led to that turn of events of him being on the cage and things like that.
Yeah, you got to think as well, like you said, Jake, at the start of the fight. You know, Rigby's come into this fight. He's a bit nervous. He doesn't think he's gonna get it. He thinks he's gonna lose. That's not how you want to come into it. But after that first round, I'm fairly sure the nerves will be gone because he's had some success. He's had some success on the feet and on the ground. So he's probably thinking he can get this one done.
Kenmure, though, still very dangerous at all times, thanks to the follow Chub Naldinho as we go into round two. But I've noticed one of these things with these fights. I experienced it against Yerda. When you're playing someone that is arguably... Oh, but they interrupt me there. When you are playing someone arguably... Oh, and he's getting a bit cheesy, spinning elbows coming out.
Cheesy.
He's getting a bit cheesy. But when you are playing someone that is better and you think is a favourite, the better you are doing at, like... You know, the better you are doing in the fight, I feel like the more nervous you get. Do you know what I mean? Like like for example, when I'd started so well against Yerda last week, as it was going on, I was thinking, "Cool, I'm doing well here. Like, I need to be careful." Do you know what I mean? And it's one of them. It just makes you more nervous. Slip straight, ducking roundhouse off the block. Rigby finding the most success with that slip straight lead overhand. But Kenmure,
Big rock.
Big drop for him, and this could be the turn of events. Drops him up against the cage, pull into mount. He does not pull him into mount, but the head health looking a lot lower than Liam Kenmure's at the moment. And Kenmure maybe going to initiate his own bit of grappling. He lets him go, and they engage again.
This is the thing. Like I said at the start of the fight with Liam, you know, we see it all the time, especially me and you, and on VFL as well. Like just one, it only takes one chain of combinations from Kenmure, and the fight's changed straight away. You can do it. It's just straight away, like you see when he has big spinning elbow.
Big spinning elbow and a big 1-2 ducking roundhouse. It just seems like he's Rigby answering just with a jab straight, but a big rock, and he drops, and it could be it. That could be it. I'll be very surprised if it's not. But good ground and pound defense from Rigby. Big ground and pound defense from Rigby, but head health now massively in the favour of Kenmure. But you would have thought he should have stood up instantly because now he has gave up position. And a big posture up where these can be very dangerous. These posture ups can be very, very dangerous.
He is up. Well, can he deny the takedown? You got to be thinking Rigby wants to take him back down again.
And he does get him straight back down. He has got him straight back down, but Rigby's stamina not looking all too great. Kenmure's managed somehow to retain more stamina than Rigby. But even Kenmure's got to think he's going to be winning this round. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. He had two big knockdowns, or two big rocks.
Big denial
Big
from
denial,
Mount. Big denial from Mount. Maybe some hickory pokery going on. Need to be careful of the Mount bobblehead because you will get disqualified. And
that was good Mount
survives.
defense from Kenmore.
That was good Mount defense. But even when your head health is that low, though, it only takes 2 shots really, and you're in a world of trouble. 30 seconds. Kemure kind of needs to survive. Kind of transition out of there first.
This is going to be hard. Is he going to get it?
Oh, no. And a big slip. Survives. See, lads, it's not hard to not Mount bobblehead, but 7 seconds left.
Is he going to get out of the round?
Yeah, he survives. And he survives a round very tense from Kemure. What do you think? He should have well stood up, right?
It's just margins in the fight. Like, Kenmore's not a confident grappler, so if you've got that get up and you've got him weak, and you know that if you stand back up there, you're gonna get him eventually in that round. He's got to go for it straight away. And as soon as he got that flip and he was on top of him, then it was just very good denials from Rigby. Someone I don't know too much about, but he looks good.
Yeah, someone I do not know too much about. He has been asking for the live shows, and maybe he's a competitor here to stay. You can see he's definitely got room for improvement in some of his areas, but a big spear and Kemure. And it's tough. It's tough.
And this one could be all she wrote if he keeps him here.
And lovely mount defense from Liam Kemure. He kind of needs to get out of his position. Not a great choice to go from the get up in that situation. Because if you're in this situation and you're on the top, and he's up. That's beautiful. But if you're in that position, all you've got to really watch is that get up, right? Oh, and a big slip straight lead overhand. Oh! Kemure narrowly surviving. This one will be going right to the wire. Kemure just needs to kind of keep his stamina high and make sure there's no opportunity for a spear, no opportunity for a takedown, turning takedown, and it lands. And S. Rigby finding some very success in his grappling. It's just an answer. Kemure has 3 minutes to get back up to his feet. Can he?
You got to think as well. It's 1-1 going into this round, and hold on, this could be done. Yeah. No.
Oh, and Kemure does survive. He's got to think. He's got to get out of this.
Yeah, that rock from Rigby has killed him. Has killed Kenmore. If he can keep him down here now, I'm fairly sure he'll end 2-1 Rigby.
And this could be it. And it is not. Kemure survives by the grit of his teeth. 2018 S Rigby. That's very.
Someone said 2018 S Rigby.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Back to full guard. Kemure has 1:50 to work this position. This position, easily the best position to figure out a way back to your feet. Just be patient. Stop the posture ups. And do not let him get that. And there we go. And he's back up to his feet. And Kemure has 1:20 to get himself back into this fight. And if any man can do it, it is Liam Kemure. He doesn't.
Big deny.
And Rigby just doing that sort of, secure the fight style. Oh, and a big rock. That's what Kemure needed. And he drops him and it's over. And it is Liam Kemure finds a way back to his feet. His feet. And I know Kemure will be absolutely buzzing with that win. Absolutely buzzing with that win.
Oh, what a win. The GOAT, mate. The GOAT gets it done.
He gets it done. A fan favourite for a reason. A lot of people happy with that one. Kemure himself will be very happy with that one because you got to think he'll be very frustrated in parts of that fight. But Rigby, performed really well, and I think he sort of proved why he should be on these live shows and giving it a shot. Maybe him versus Smiley would be a good fight.
Yeah, it was. I mean, for him to say that he wasn't confident coming into that is interesting because he looked really good. I mean, he had that round in the bag up until Kenmore got that deny and he got up from full guard, and it was straight away, and then the fight was turned after that.
And we do have time for quickly one more as we have pushed the 1v1 me fight back 10 minutes. We can have Lilo, Mark, Jeff if you guys are ready. I hope you guys are ready. He's AFK at the moment. We can just go with Yoda Trixie if or is Easy Work and Jay ready? I doubt any of these guys are going to be ready. So We are going to go into the next 1v1 matchup. If they can shut the stakes and we can agree to go now. So up next, we are going to come back to Lilo Mark Jeff so we can keep on schedule with the 1v1 fights, and then after they're all done, we will proceed with the rest of the card and the fights that need to be done. It is fine, don't worry about it. So up next, we do have Yerda versus Trixie. What do you think of this one?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a really good fight. We saw Trixie last week up against, I think it was Fonty, wasn't it? He looked really good. Went into the third round, but he kind of dominated up until the end of the third round, I'd say. And then obviously we saw Yadar last week against you. It was a good fight, but I think both are just trying to get a couple more wins under their belt before they can really aim for the top dogs. Just trying to get a couple more fights again. But no, this should be a really good fight.
Yeah, it should be a very good fight. Trixie sporting a 2-1 record, Yerda sporting a 0-1 record. A lot of you guys may wonder how the record's so dissimilar, how they have matched up. Well, let me tell you this, Yerda wanted this fight. We did have trouble finding someone with a suitable enough record to fight Trixie, eligible to compete on 1v1 me, but Yerda is no slouch, let that be known. Yes, I did beat Yerda last week, but Yerda is one of the top players in the game. He's absolutely phenomenal when he is on form. Trixie as well, so even though the records are 2-1 to Trixie and Yerda 0-1, it does show Trixie will be in the better form, but this fight is definitely not out of reach for Yerda.
No, definitely not. Two top competitors. But yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know where this one's. No idea. But obviously, I'm fairly sure they can do both. They can both grapple. They can both stand up. And it looks like we're going to be seeing a Conor McGregor from Yerda and probably a Volk from Tricky.
Yeah, obviously BFAP Trixie fighting out the same camp as me. Very, very good wrestler. The Volkanovski pick, he is well known for. I think last week we see him competing in featherweight and he did pick up a Conor McGregor pick against Fonty, yeah, I believe. But it will be more interesting to see if he does go back to that Volkanovski pick, and obviously Yerda competed last week. He will probably be picking up that Conor McGregor pick in this weight class, as he is very known for and all them CW guys are known for. But yeah, Yerda is no slouch, so don't let them records fool you guys. You have about a couple minutes to head over to 1v1 me and finalise your stakes and get your last stakes in. Quick shout out to NUGS EU for letting us put on these events and supplying all the prizes at the end of the season, so make sure you check them out at nugsau.org. A project that's built by gamers, made for gamers. Did I get it right? We've been practicing that one all week. By the gamers, for the gamers. How did I do, Gaz? By gamers, for the gamers. Anyway, along those lines, shout out NUGS AU. Make sure you go check them out, nugsau.org, where you can check out the rankings. You can check out all the things to do with this league. And also, I forgot to let you know, Noetta and Naz, if you guys are getting highlight reel KOs, make sure you... someone get Jakey a script. Make sure you send your knockouts to the NUGS AU website, where you can potentially win KO of the year. KO of the season, sorry. And you can win great prizes. I believe Trixie took that photo when he's at work, but dangerous man nevertheless. So these stakes will close in about 1 minute. So we will just go over the rules again, just so you guys know every single time. So all fights will be 3 rounds accelerated clock, other than title fights that will be 5 rounds. Any use of exploits, no matter how minimal or accidental, will result in a disqualification. Any use of third-party software will result in immediate ban. There's your list of banned submissions and banned exploits. Made for gamers, by gamers. There we go. Made for gamers, by gamers. Don't know why I'm in the bathroom. What do you mean I'm in the bathroom? I think it's this audio thing I did. I think I fucked it up on the rules bit. But that's fine. Anyway, so the banned submissions: back sitting RNC, mounted Gogapla, standing guillotine, side saddle arm triangle, windshield choke, sprawl undeniable, mount bobblehead, cage clinch, unblockable hooks, and drain exploits. Other exploits will be banned if they are brought to my attention. So yeah, interesting. So I believe the stakes are closed and we are good to go. They are. If I can just... One moment, gentlemen. Uno momento. And Bush and Lam. So we do have Yerda sporting the Conor McGregor pick that we did say, and Tricky Swifts with the Alexander Volkanovski pick. So we do see a record here, 25-8. So Trixie has the advantage, but we do know that these are only probably spar records, not many of them being competition. Who do you like in this fight?
Honestly, Jake, I am going like any clue. I mean, I thought you'd fought pretty decent against you last week. I just thought you had a very good fight yourself. But Trixie's one of those guys, man. I think if he can get everything going, it's going to be a tough fight for Yoda. But anything can happen here. Obviously, it's the same when two high-level competitors always compete against each other. You just don't know where it's going to go.
You do not know where it's going to go. You do not how they feel in each individual weight class. I do know Yoda will be liking the pick of this particular Conor McGregor at featherweight, and there they go. They do touch gloves. We do have Yoda in the white and red gloves, and we do have Tricky Swifts in the black and gold, sporting the blue gloves. This one pretty even on the stakes. The last time I checked, not sure how them stakes finalised up, but a good start, and good start from both gentlemen.
Yeah, and I feel like Yoda will be quite confident if it stays up here. But if the grappling is implemented by Trixie, then yeah, it could be a bit of a difficult one.
It could be a difficult one. We do know Trixie very, very comfortable when it goes to the mat. Yoda, I've seen Yoda struggle in some matches in the ESFL against the likes of Dirty Dave and things like that. But he is no slouch. Very good defensive wrestling at the highest level. You know, can work back to his feet, and you know he's doing some. It's one of them matches. It's so close. Like at any point, anything can change it. Do you know what I mean? With most of these fights, but Trixie with a big rock. And that could be it. That could be it.
Could be it.
But Yoda does survive. But Trixie starting very strong, and it is that Volkanovski pick that a lot of people do say Volkanovski very strong, and we do see this is where Trixie will do his best work. I know he has a very good half guard. Very surprised to see him give up that transition, but he's comfortable here. You know, he's winning the round. He will be happy to just sit here and waste time.
Yeah, and I've been fighting Trixie a lot lately, and the one thing, obviously, I think everybody knows themselves if you know Trixie, he implements the leg kicks really well as well. He can weigh you down in the fight, and he's already doing it a little bit in this fight.
He does implement the leg kicks very well. It's a lot of what the guys at BFAP do. As you all know, Dirty Dave implements leg kicks very well. He will be fighting later. But a big denial from Yoda, and that we'll see him back to his feet where he prefers it. And head health not out of reach for Yoda. You know, he just needs to take his time. I felt like in that exchange, he had low head health, and he sort of just exchanged for no reason. Maybe he's feeling the nerves a little bit.
Yeah, and there's no surprise in that. You know, Trixie looks like he's getting slowly back to his best, slowly but surely. But yeah, he's a very difficult guy to get in there with. But that's a very good combination there by Yoda.
Very good combination from Yoda, and like we say, with the power of Conor McGregor's left hand, he's always in this fight no matter what the situation, and a big check comes there. Tricky's legs health is also wearing thin, and a big shot and a big denial from Yoda. This is going to be the interesting one where Tricky looking like he's gassing out a little bit. You know, Yoda got that good body work. Both fighters look like they're losing a little bit of stamina, but it's going to be hard to get Yoda down from open cage, and there's a leg rock from Tricky, rocking his own leg.
Yeah, and he's slowly but surely making the reads on those leg kicks, which is hard to do against someone like Trixie because he mixes them up pretty well.
He does mix them up pretty well, but I feel like since the drop, Yoda's doing very well to bring himself back into this fight. As we do come to the end of the first round, it will be Tricky Swift's round, but Yoda's got to feel confident how he sort of ended that first round.
Yeah, and I think he's picked up a lot of confidence from the last minute and a half from that round. I think it was just a lapse in judgment from Yoda with a rock. I think he exchanged on next to no head health, which obviously played into how he went down. But yeah, he's going to gain a lot of confidence from what just happened at the end of that round.
It was indeed a lapse of judgment that left him exchanging with 0 head health. Even you see him doing it now. Head health blinking low, and he's engaging with Tricky, which is dangerous to do against Volkanovski. But he's saying, "I'm not fearing you. I don't fear the power from you."
But I think you do have to fear the power from Volk.
Yeah.
Because if he can just chain those combos together, then. But then again, you know. Oh, it's a big rock. It's a big rock.
Here's another big rock from Tricky Swifts. You do got to think this one could be over shortly, and he does land a big 2-piece combination. Lead hook lands off the block, and it's got to be. I feel for Yoda, you know, because and a big double drop, and that's what we were saying. That's what we were saying. That power of Conor McGregor could just boom, and you know, if that one flattened him out to knee on belly, that could have been a complete different story. So Trixie does need to be careful, and the thing is with Trixie as well, but a big slip straight. This one on a knife's edge, gentlemen. What a fight!
Yeah. I said it before we went in. You just do not know where this one's gonna go, because even though Trixie got off to a quick start, you know, you're just slowly clawing back the head health, the leg. He stopped with the leg kicks, obviously, just because he knows that Yoda's making the slow reads on the checks. But yeah, it's on, yeah, just like we said, it's on a knife's edge right now.
El Kem, you're very surprised that Yoda backed off after that rock. I was also very surprised. I thought he would have maybe gone for a little bit of block break, but that's not really how these guys work, taking his time, and he is evening up the head health as this fight does progress. I do. It's one of them. And another drop from Yoda, massive drop from Yoda. He takes the jump. He does need to be careful not to get flipped in this position. He's doing some big damage.
Is this one all?
Trixie survives by the grit of his teeth.
I'm like a second behind you, Jakey, so if it's over, I wouldn't know.
But Yoda coming back massive. It's one of them, like, if Trixie had done all that damage to me early, I would be very, 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 like, my confidence would be shattered, and there probably would be no way back. And both fighters just trading the pocket with minimal head health.
How was that not a rock?
I know, no rock on either side from either gentleman. But this one, absolute banger of a fight. If you're Yoda, what do you look for? Do you look for the round? But he could look for the finish, and he drops him. And he absolutely saves. Thanks for the follow, Mighty Mac. And he shoots for the takedown, and Yoda does deny it, and that was going to be the telltale. I don't think that he would have got these takedowns from the open cage, which is going to be tough. And now Yoda against Yoda with this sort of low head health, and Conor McGregor, you've got to be very worried.
I mean, the block is gone after literally a 2-piece on both men. So.
Another drop from Yoda up against the cage. Maybe a pull to mount in the last 3 seconds. And what a round. What a round. Saved by the bell. I have it 1-1. Going into the final round, 1-1. Yoda just growing into this fight as it comes along. It's very, very, very tough.
Surprising, man.
And another drop. And that's it. Yoda, 3-1-2.
Wow. Oh my God.
Wow. What a fight. What a fight. What a comeback from Yoda. Like at start, at half a round in, I was thinking long day for Yoda. I thought he was going to absolutely just get absolutely battered, and a big, massive comeback. And you see there with the flash KO. 0-1, takes his fight, says, I want that fight. I'm interested in that fight. And boom, puts Trixie out cold.
I mean, that was just so surprising. Me personally, if I was in there with a man like Trixie and I had that bad of a start, I'd be thinking it's already done. It's basically this is gone already. But he slowly started winning the exchanges. He clawed the head health back, and then the rocks just started to come in.
Indeed. Why is there 2 audio outputs on here? Yo. I feel like I've made a mistake here. I feel like I don't need this. Hang on. I feel like I don't need that. Can everyone still hear me, yeah? But a massive win for Yoda. We will go into the next fights to try and catch these up to pace. Massive win for Yoda. Big comeback back into that fight. Commiserations to Trixie. He will be back. There was a solid performance from both men. But yeah, not too sure where you see these guys go next. You know, maybe Yoda looking to have that rematch with me down the line. Who knows? But nevertheless.
I think you've got to get on the main card now, lad. two big wins.
It's just kind of easier for me to fight. Like,
yeah,
like,
I know.
I will take, like, don't get me wrong, I will fight someone like, for example, say someone else is 2-0. It will be a big fight, but it's kind of easier for me to do it first, so then I can switch my monitors around. Do you know what I mean? And there has to be like a 1v1 meet. But I don't know. We'll look at it. Maybe I'll have a week off next week. Depends how it goes. We'll get to that anyway. But yeah, massive win for Yoda. We will get into the next one. Will be Lilo versus Mark Jeff. And what's your thoughts on these guys?
I mean, just like Webbo said, it's time for the main event, mate. The Shark is in action. Everybody loves the Shark. But yeah, it's just like it's like a lot of these guys. I think everyone is. It's how about how they turn up on the day. You know, if Mark turns up how he like in his prime, how he fights at his best on the feet, it's going to be really tough. But I know Lelo's got some pretty good grappling as well. But I think he's going to go with the Conor McGregor pick, which is interesting.
I hope Space Raider finds a lovely girl one day. He deserves it. After this win, that was a massive win for Yoda, but we will get into this next one. Mark the Shark, another. Would you say he's a fan favorite, Mark Jeff? Would you say he's a fan favorite? Do the people love Mark the Shark?
Yeah, I mean, you've got the likes of Mark, Kenmore. Everybody just loves watching these guys fight because they always put on a good show, you know. But yeah, Mark Jeff is a fan favorite, most definitely.
So we do have.
Just like, he has got an army behind him. He has got the Mark Jeff army behind him.
The Mark Jeff army is behind him. We do see him rocking the black and gold trunks with Leon Edwards, the pick I used earlier, with the blue tape around his wrists, against Lilo with the Conor McGregor pick in the green trunks with the red tape around his wrists. And I don't know if we do see this one hit the mat. Do you think we see this one hit the mat?
No, not with the McGregor pick by Lilo. No, I don't think so.
Indeed, I don't believe we will see it hit the mat. But I don't know, Lilo, one of these guys, like Lilo got a primetime winner against me. Maybe I should have integrity checked him because I own Lilo. But on that other hand, he did get a very impressive primetime win over myself, and it was a good stellar performance, you know, with the Sean O'Malley pick at bantamweight. He done well, so I'm not counting him out here. Mark Jeff though has been improving rapidly. But it's just one of them. Lilo with a 2-2 record. Mark Jeff with a 1-2 record, I believe. Taking a loss last week against my opponent earlier. No better. Thanks for the follow, Booners. Everyone shout, everyone in here. We've got 74 people in here. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the subscriptions earlier to the man like Blaze and that. Do appreciate it. Does help us carry on doing what we are doing. So yeah, if you ain't followed, we're on the road to 1,000. I'm not going to be on the road to anything else. We hit 500 last week. We're going to go for the road to 1,000 now. Yeah, so if you like what you see, and make sure you're following. I do play OWC during some of the days and things like that. So yeah, make sure you drop a follow and turn that bell on. But as we get back into this one, Lilo doing amazing work. He keeps landing. And we've seen that power with McGregor in the last fight. And and a big sidestep into the rear hook. And a big rock
it's really
from
good
Lilo.
work. It's really good work from Lilo, honestly. It's, he's got the head health low already. He almost looks untouched.
He does almost look untouched, but that big combination from Mark Jeff does seep through the block and find its way to cause some of that head health damage. Big leg kick blocked, but I know Mark Jeff, very dangerous. You know, he's not always out of a fight, never out of a fight. Oh, but another big rock, saves himself with a lunge.
This is interesting from Mark. I wouldn't have predicted this. I thought Mark would be the one aggressing in the fight. Slowly trying to
slip
kick
hook lands.
let him off.
Kylan, you're a go. I appreciate that, bro. Love you, bro. If anyone's in the chat, can you ask Jay Robbo if he's playing? Oh, and a big rock. Lilo could finish it here, and it could be a long day. And it's it. Surely it's over, and it is over. Lilo with a massive win. Massive win. Dominant, very dominant against a very dominant against a very tough competitor. You know, Lilo's going to be very happy with that one. Goes to 3-2. Going to start seeing himself main card. You know, taking on bigger fights and things like that. Yeah, but very dominant. I think Mark Shark will be very disappointed with that.
I'm just so surprised because I never had like.
Yeah, you're good, Joe.
Lilo looked so dominant on the feet against Mark, and I'm very, very shocked by that because I wouldn't have had Lilo down as one of those guys who dominates someone on the feet. I thought he likes to mix in a couple of takedowns, but The McGregor pick coming in clutch.
The McGregor pick coming in clutch, doing very, very good work there. And we will quickly head back to the card as we get on to the next one. Just 25 minutes until our next 1v1 we match up. That will be Suave Jamie versus Naz UFC. But in the meantime, we do have some banger of a fights for you. We do have Easy Work GG going against Jay Robinson. Blink obviously removed from the Discord from some other stuff, being an absolute dweeb, being silly Billy. Yeah, so it will be Easy Work GG versus Jay Robinson. Now, I'm excited for this because Easy Work GG making a name for himself. He's even, I see Suave Jamie commenting and saying that Easy Work is no slouch, but he's going against Jay Robinson. Jay Robinson is very good. Not sure if you know too much about Jay. Do you know much about Jay?
Yeah, I do actually. I just obviously when you're around some of the higher level guys, you learn a lot more people as well. And I've been sparring him lately as well. Obviously, he's coming back. He's slowly starting to get back into the grind of UFC, and he's very good, man. Like extreme. He's back, looking like he's back to his best almost. But obviously, like you said earlier, Easy Work GG is no slouch. I think he picked up a massive win against, was it Winter XJ last week? I think he dominated him. So
I believe it was Winter. Yeah, absolutely dominated him inside one round. There could be some lag issues in this fight, but we'll get straight over to it because these guys are locked and ready to go, and it will be at bantamweight, and they will be going straight in. And Easy Work GG 1-on-1, you know, looked very dominant last week, but he's coming up against a different animal, Jay Robbo. Me and Jay used to have a bit of heat between us, but I do recognise him as a very good player. I did meet him at UFC London and bought him a Coca-Cola, but that's a story for another day. And we do see a PER mirror match. But do you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say Easy Work GG.
well, just as you say that.
Never mind. No one clipped that.
Nah, I don't blame you for going for that. This guy's been taking out some big names. He's been dominating some big names. But obviously he's on a good run in prime time as well. I'm pretty sure he took out KM Intro pretty easily as well. He seems to just be dominating opponents at the moment. But this is a different test, you know. Jay Robinson is definitely one of the elites.
Very laggy. Very laggy fight. This was expected. Easy Work GG connected to McDonald's Wi-Fi for this one. But yeah, he's a very hard man to book. If his internet is causing issues, it will be a case of he won't be able to compete in the league, because this one is looking far too laggy for my interests. Is it lagging your end?
He does get a lot of stick from this. He's probably got some of the worst internet I've ever seen in the community in my life. Probably worse than Driz season if you listen to this, Driz.
It was meant to be Driz versus Easy Work. So can you imagine that?
Oh my god, mate, that would not even have went ahead. You wouldn't even be able to see the fighter picks. It would have been that bad.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, fighter picks, it is Jay Robbo in the red gloves with the big drop on Easy Work GG in the blue gloves with the white shorts. But a big pull uppercut lands for Easy Work GG. But yeah, it's very tough. If I was fighting in a league fight and this is what my opponent come with, I would be furious, wouldn't you, Grimmy?
Yeah, I mean, it's just if you've got Wi-Fi like this, I mean, it's obviously, you know, it's just don't compete. It's one of those things. It's like everyone always moans about his internet, and I'm not having a go at it myself, but I've fought him a couple of times on ranked as well, and the connection is awful. So I can understand J Rob will come into this a little bit frustrated.
To be fair, last time I played him, it was actually fine.
Well, I don't know how that happened.
Like, no joke. Like, my internet must be that good. It was just carrying. That lag is worse than my hotspot. And a big.
But yeah, getting back onto the fight though. I mean, J Robo's doing very good work. I mean, look at the head health already.
Head health already. Oh, but big. Oh, but look at that from Easy Work. Oh, that was big from Easy Work, and that could just show you how quickly you can turn the tide in a fight. Jay Robbo needs to not. The lag looks like it's subsided a bit, but yeah, the head health still really low for Easy Work GG, and a big uppercut landed, and he gets the jump, and this could be it. It's over.
It's over.
It's not.
Oh, it's not.
I don't know how he survived that, to be fair.
I was hoping it was over so I didn't have to watch the stream.
Oh, it could be. Oh, but he does get the reversal straight into back sitting, and can he do anything here? Rolls him over. When it gets there eventually.
My god, what? Oh.
Someone go to his house and hotspot him. Oh, and a big drop from Jay Robbo. Looking very dominant in this fight.
Could be all she wrote. This could be all she wrote. Is this it?
Ooh,
Oh,
Jay
how is he
Robbo.
surviving?
Jay Robbo getting very, very unlucky with that sequence of strikes. But yeah, you got to think Jay Robbo's got this in the bag, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I think if this guy can really just get back into it, back into the swing of UFC and just starting to play a lot more, competing in this league. Hold on, though. It's a big rock.
And he does survive by the grit of his teeth. Easy work, no slouch. I would love this guy to have good internet. Big drop from Easy Work GG. I'd love him to have good internet because he has the potential to be a solid competitor. But it's going to be, after this, it's going to be very tough to book him again on live show. And another big rock from Jay Robbo. And this one actually turning into fight of the night potential. But
It is, yeah.
it is, but Jay Robbo's still dominating. We see Easy Work getting a couple flash rocks, a couple drops, but nothing really, like in terms of head health, Jay Robbo looks like he's miles away from anything too risky at the minute. Like if they stand there and both have a brawl, you know who's gonna come out of it. But
it just seems like he's mauling him right now. He's constantly tapping him with the jab coming forward, and it's just a couple of just like you said, a couple of flash rocks. Big rock though. Oh,
big
nice
rock, and that was a nice lunge back. Oh, but see there, as they meet in the middle.
When they exchange, this could be all. This has to be all she wrote. Oh, it's not.
Jay Robbo, most notoriously known for using his panda, rainbow-headed panda created fighter in the NUGS AU event. Yeah, this lag is awful, man.
Yeah, this is difficult to watch.
It's not actually. I'm not sure if you see. That was unlucky.
That was unlucky.
Thanks for the follow, Morris. S. Morris. Appreciate it, my bro. Ooh. Cracks a leg. And he's going to pour it on. Easy Work is going to pour it on and chase him when he has that low head health. Big lunge back. Oh, it's a Gari trip. Interesting choice.
Trip, yeah.
Interesting choice. And a big deny. And it's lagging.
God, this must be horrible for Jay. Grappling on this.
Very horrible for Jay, and a big denial. You got to imagine the HUD watch coming out and an armbar on this ping, but a big denial from Jay Robbo. A minute 20 to survive, and he does get his stamina back, which is going to be interesting. Yeah. Big slip. Will he go for the get up?
Well, I don't know. Will he? Yeah. Oh,
he gets it. He gets it. Survived by the grit of his teeth. The flying knee is sign of desperation. But the head health of Easy Work blinking, leg health of Jay Robbo blinking. I would give this one fight of the night. Like, if this was like just full flow, no lag, this would be like an amazing fight, and everyone would be going crazy. And he will get this into full guard. He will not get this into full guard.
So frustrating, like you said, because this fight's an absolute banger as well.
Absolute banger of a fight. If we could only see big round from Easy Work. Free drop from Jay Robbo.
I still think Jay Robbo might have took that one. I don't know. I think he did. But there's yeah. When Easy Work was just slowly working that leg, slowly pouring on the pressure a bit more, he was getting success. But then as soon as one exchange comes in, then you're just going to lose the exchange just because his head health has been worked that much.
His head health has been worked that much, and I cannot see this lasting another 5 minutes. Big touch of gloves from both of the laggy competitors. And a front kick at the gate from Easy Work. And I feel like he's still, even though, yeah, his head health is blinking, he has done really well to bring this one back in terms of head health.
Yeah, yes.
Jay Robbo was miles ahead, and he goes to the body, digs to the body.
I think Easy could still get this one done.
Oh, big sidestep. He could get this done. All he needs is one big counter, one big combination. But it seems like at this moment in time, all Jay Robbo needs to do is land one shot, and it could be good night from Easy Work GG. The thing I've noticed with Easy Work GG is I've played him and I've had him in this situation in ranked, and he does manage to just survive it out and he manages to come through it. He does manage to come through it. Another big Otso trip for Easy Work GG. Looking to take this one to the ground. Big transition out from J Robbo getting to sprawl. He does get to sprawl. But, big shift.
And if this stays here now, oh well, it's not. I take it back. It's all on that second round. I have no idea who took that second round. There was just so many rocks on both sides.
Yeah, there was a lot going on in that second round. I can tell you that for a fact. Oh, and the
big rock.
Oh, big rock from Easy Work. I didn't know who was rocked.
Yeah.
I thought they were both rocked for a sec. Oh, and Jay missing, and a spear. Beautiful spear.
Yeah. If this, I mean, I said it last time, but if this can stay here now, it all depends on that. It all depends on that second round, because I think Easy will take this round, but it's all on that second round now. I haven't got a clue who's up that one, but he gets up though. Does that show he's not confident in the second round? He takes him back down again.
At this point, he is just trolling. He is cheesing. Big denial. This could be it. Hopefully nothing happens in this particular position that will ruin this fight of the night contender. And a get up blocked. To be fair, this ain't actually the worst fight we've had. You hot as fuck? Yeah, cheers, bro. Was it because I'm red or like in general? Like in general, I'm good looking? Or is it hot in this room? Because it's hot in that room. And that was slight bobblehead from Jay Robinson. Thoughts, lads? Was that a bobble?
I don't know. I think
I
he
looked away.
Didn't he?
I looked out the way. I looked away. I'm not too sure what happened, but it will be reviewed at the end of this fight for sure. Yeah, I couldn't really tell. Jay absolutely throwing a sink. 20 seconds to go in this final round. Yeah, we will have to watch that one back. And I hope so. He feels like he took that second round. Now for you were saying
definitely.
I'm not too sure. I'm not too
We'll have to
sure.
have a look.
Awful fight to watch. I didn't even see who won. Easy one. Who won?
I don't know. My stream's lagged.
Oh my god. Who won, boys? I see a bubble, but if Easy Work won, it will not matter. But it's tough. Easy Work won. I thought we did. As we do go into the official decision. Just check the fight stats for us, bro. And we can move on. Yeah, you showed it, but I missed it.
Easy Work won.
Easy Work does get a win. Very, very controversial fight though with the lag. We will review that and we will decide what happens in terms of that matchup due to the lags situation. Might be a case of not awarding Jay the loss, but still awarding Easy Work the win, but not allowing him to compete until he does sort out his connectivity issues. But nevertheless, looking very dominant.
I don't know. Me personally, I hate fighting on bad ping, especially when you're with two European guys. Like, that is horrible for Jay Robinson. That is horrible. Like, you just do not want to even be competing on that. Like, there's no way in 2023 you can have internet that bad, not even to be able to stream. But nonetheless, it was good work. But I don't know, man. Like, that was just you couldn't even watch it. It was that bad.
No, so I'm not doing your fight next. We will go into one more fight before our next 1v1 fight. We do have 10 minutes until that one is up, until the stakes do lock on that, so we will quickly go into this one. It will be Warbsy versus Sonic Sean. The graphic, not updated. It was against accolades. Accolades does pull out. Sonic Sean competed in the 1v1 against Dirty Day. Very tough matchup for him. He does go into this one against Warbsy, who's back on the live card. You know, he's been going at me saying, I want a live card show. I don't want to be fighting on Ed. Yeah, do you know much about Warbsy? I know a lot about Warbsy. Do you know much?
Yeah, I fought him. Well, I think it was last season on Prime Time. Obviously, I wasn't very good at the time, but he is very good competitor, very strong competitor. Obviously, coming up against Sonic Sean, who we all know a lot about, obviously from the VFL side of things. But if people don't know much about him, he did compete against Dirty Dave last week at a 1v1, and it was quite dominant by Dave, I'd say, Jakey.
Very dominant from Dave, but that is what you do expect. Again, Dirty Dave competing again in another 1v1 match in the co-main event for that #1 title shot against the winner of Fadanator Kezza. But yeah, it's tough. You know, Dave's one of them guys where, you know, Dave beats a lot of us. So it's not nothing to look down at. But Warbsy, a guy I know very, very well. Over the course of all the UFCs, we've had thousands and thousands of fights together. You know, this UFC is up on me by a lot. He's up on me by quite a lot. Very good competitor, very solid competitor. Yeah, so I think for Sonic Sean here, this is his chance. He had a chance last week against Dirty Dave to make a statement, but obviously come up short. Dave is tough, but he still has another chance here to take a big scalp in Warbsy. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's a more of a there's no disrespect to Warbsy as well, but it's more of a realistic matchup for Sean in terms of like this is one of the fights that maybe he can get a result in, because obviously never mind, it's a big rock already from Warbsy.
I think you're a little bit behind. I already see that, already reaction to that. But Warbsy very dangerous, looking very good already against Sonic Sean here. But a big pull, you know, like I say, still in this. Warbsy picking up the Conor McGregor pick in the green trunks. Sonic Sean picking up Dustin Poirier, one of my favourite picks, in the blue trunks. But yes, a big rock from Warbsy early, and maybe looking like just to say, look, this is who I am. You know, I'm here to stay. I'm a great competitor, and yeah, send Sonic Sean straight back to the prelims. Even though this is on the prelims.
What a start by Warbsy, man! That some of the pulls, the head movement, the combos.
Great start by Warbsy. He does look very confident in here. One thing about Warbsy, he does get a bit nervy. I've noticed he does get a bit nervy on some of these live shows. You know, does take a little bit while to get going in the fight. Usually starts with a bit of body work, you know, slowing the opponent down. But big start from him, getting two big health events that hopefully can carry him through to this fight for a dub. And big takedown defense.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's even though Warbsy is using Conor McGregor, I don't think you want to be on the floor if you're Sonic Sean with Warbsy, because obviously he's part of that BFAP setup. You know, he's probably got very good grappling. So
he's more of an anti-grappler. He's kind of like myself now, how I am. You know, just sort of looks to keep it on the feet and focus on. But a big rock from Warbsy. But yeah, he kind of likes to just keep it on the feet. But he does have some good denials in sprawl. And another big rock, and this is dominant. He goes to the body, to the overhand. Oh! And Sonic Sean maybe looks a bit off more than he can chew here. Big takedown.
But it's just so tough for Sean. You know, he's fairly new to the competitive scene, and he's come into this, and he's fought Dave, he's fighting Warbs. You know, he's basically just taking all the beef up at this point.
Me next.
But yeah, it's going to be you next. Then, you know, it's going to be Trixie after that. But nah, it's difficult, man, because these are some guys who are just so elite, you know. If you come in here, you need to be on top of your game to take out one of these guys.
The matchmaking prowess behind this is Sonic Sean had a very good debut win in the league. And then, obviously, I've matched him against Dave. Warbsy was on the unstreamed in that fight. So this was Warbsy's chance to come back to the main stage, and this could be it. And this is it. Oh, and it's not. Warbsy will look to pre-deny right if he listens to Jakey B. He don't listen to Jakey B. He could have had that one in the bag. You know.
Why is he not listening to Jakey B?
Innit? He knows to pre-deny right, but fair play to him. But yeah, it was a chance for Warbsy to come back onto the live show to thingy, and for Sean as well. You know, Sean had this big hype around him beating Naz, and he was posting the screenshots of beating Naz and things like that. So I thought he was ready. You know, I thought this could have been a tough matchup for Warbsy with one of them new competitors bursting on the scene doing really well. But he's kind of looking like he's making easy work of it. And if you look at the head health differential, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, it's one of those as well, you know. Whenever someone first comes onto the scene, they don't think. And me personally as well, like when I first come on, I didn't think these guys were like, everyone was saying, nah, you don't want to fight him, he's that good. But until you actually get in there with some of these guys, you don't really That was big, that was lovely. Oh, he's
What a KO from Warbsy. Big shout out to Warbsy. As many as you know, he's a very, very close friend of mine. Commiserations to Sean. He will be back. We'll get him on the early prelims against someone he can showcase his skill against. But That's a statement from Warbsy, would you say? And looking to.
I was just going to say that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a strong statement. It's almost saying like, get me up against someone else, put me up against someone my level. But
well, Kenmure's just called him out in the chat. What do you think of that? Kenmure's in the audience saying, "Give me Warbsy." He's in the audience and he's saying, "Give me Warbsy." They're in the cage right now, facing off. What do you think about that matchup?
I don't know, man. I mean, I'd love to see it. It would be. I think it would be a banger of a fight. But I think you just have to sit down after this card, look at the matchmaking. But that's more of a dominant performance that Dave put on against Sean last week. That was just from the word go. I mean, he was just like the head movement, the combos, everything was just working for Warbsy there. That's probably performance of the night so far.
Probably performance and KO of the night so far for me. Some people will say that's biased because he is very, very close to me and obviously a part of that BFAP camp. So we will see how Lucky does view that. Lucky obviously does the ratings and some of the ratings for this fight and does award KO of the night, performance of the night. But still a lot of fights to go. But definitely some sort of performance bonus in there because that was spectacular. Commiserations to Sean, he will be back. But moving on, we will head into the next 1v1 fight before we go through Gampam Ryan K because we are at 8:30. It is time for the next fight. I believe it's 8:30. Let me just double check, guys.
It's 8:30.
It is. So we will head on to the next 1v1 match that will be Suave Jamie versus Naz UFC.
I mean, this could be an absolute banger. This could be a really good fight.
This could be indeed a very, very good fight. Suave Jamie, the GOAT of UFC 4, a lot of people proclaim him as the best to ever do it. He has won it all. He has been undefeated in the ESFL at the top level, just destroying absolute everyone. Multiple titles in the esports scene when that come around. And he did finish second in the ESFL Vegas, taking out Zayaf, the guy I would rate as the best player in the world. But did take out Zayaf and did lose, unfortunately lost to Romero and finished second in ESFL Vegas. Against Naz UFC, bit of a tricky one for Naz last week. What do you think about this fight?
I mean, if Jamie turns up and Jamie's on form, there's just no way Naz beats him. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Jamie's been playing a too much lately though. But even when he just comes back and plays, I mean, he's just like you said there. He's one of the best. He's part of the four kings of the UFC. So we'll see. It was a tough test for Naz last week, and it's going to be even more of a tough test this week. So yeah, big step up in level of opponent for Naz here.
So if you guys just give me one moment, I will let you stare at the rules and I will mute everything so I can just quickly integrity check both of these two gentlemen as requested. So I will be back in one moment while I just make sure both of these guys are competing as should. So give me one moment. You will be muted for me. So because I've got to leave the call anyway. So give me a sec, gents, and we will get this one underway. Give me a sec. Yo, Ak. You got a little stand this time, yeah? Are you at home? Oh, yeah. No worries, mate. You're good. Nice one, mate. Good luck. Dun, 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 dun. Just waiting for Jamie to pick up, lads, and we will be shortly underway. What's that then, mate? You got to show us your screen? Can't see anything in a minute. Yeah, nice one, you're good. No worries, good luck, mate. Nice one, mate, good luck. Big Crimster. Big Crimster. We're started.
Yo, we all good to go, yeah?
We are good to go. But they've started already, boys. That's silly billies.
Is it Nas or is it JB streaming?
No one's streaming.
No one is streaming.
Jamie is streaming. Silly billies.
Okay.
So here they go. So we do have Suave Jamie in the blue gloves and Naz UFC in the red gloves. Both picking up that Peter Yarn pick. Naz going into this one a heavy favourite. Again.
Nas is a heavy favourite.
Naz is going into this one a heavy favourite. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Integrity checks out for both of these gentlemen, so I can confirm it is both gentlemen playing on the respective accounts who should be. So yeah, as you guys have all seen the rules, so let's get this one underway. And Naz being a heavy favourite, but good start from him so far, I'm seeing.
Yeah, I was just going to say as well, it's an extremely good start from Nas.
Very good start from Naz. Jamie looking to come back. The thing is with Jamie, I've seen it plenty of times, Jamie never out of a fight.
No, never.
No matter what, Jamie is one of them guys that, do you know what I mean? Even if he's like a round down, he can if he gets you inside control. Oh, nice counter from Naz. Even if he gets you inside control, it's a long day, you know.
Yeah, it's Mr. Secure the win.
He is Mr. Secure the win. Suave Jamie, Mr. Secure the win. Will Secure the win Jamie be coming out here today? The fact he is an underdog is blasphemous. Yeah, Naz is the favourite. On the app.
That is crazy to
It's
me.
the Naz fans though, right?
I know.
Naz has a
Yeah,
huge following. Naz is very popular. He's very popular. And don't get me wrong, Naz is really good. Like, Naz could beat Jamie here. No saying Naz cannot win here. Obviously, Jamie just has more accomplishments to back it up. And you see there with a big counters coming on both ends. And obviously, this is a very high-level fight. But yeah, Naz being very popular. A lot of people staking on him because they do have faith that he can get this done against one of the best to ever do it. But Jamie doing very well.
Yeah, it's going to be tough though. I mean, Jamie's, it looks like he's found his range. He's found what's working, and he's slowly working back down that health. You got to think as well, Jamie in the first couple of minutes took a bit of a bash to his head health. Naz was pretty much untouched, and now he looks a bit more even.
It does, and so far this one only staying to the feet. Both competitors maybe respecting each other's grappling and looking to keep this one on the feet. Naz block taking a slight bit of a battering. And and big shots landing both ways. Oh, and no one hitting the deck. Oh, and Naz very lucky to survive, not from a drop there. Oh, and a big drop from Suave. He welcomes him back to his feet. Oh, and a big pull straight. Oh, and both of these just burning everything in the first round. Wow. I'll be very surprised.
Swinging for the fences.
Oh, knife's edge. And we see his second round. How did I not know Jan has a fucking roundhouse?
Just delayed.
Bro, have you never watched me fight?
I did not see it about 10 seconds.
By the way, guys, 100 people in it. If you are in here for the first time, make sure you do drop a follow. Would appreciate it. Does help me out a lot. We are on the road to 1,000, and if you are enjoying these fights, they are run weekly. Shout out NUGS AU and a big rock from Suave Jamie. The man Suave Jamie. Rock. Secure the win, Jamie. Very tough to lose it from here.
Yeah, you got to think, you know, especially with that the yarn perk as well. And if you give that to Jamie as well, it's going to be tough to get back from there.
Oh, and a big drop from Suave. Welcomes him back to his feet. Naz doing well. Like any moment. Oh, and another big rock from Suave. Oh, and a big drop. Pulls into mount. And that is Suave Jamie.
Suave
Jamie cements himself as he says to the doubters, you know, going into this as round 1 was a 10-7 to Naz. Absolute barn burner from both gentlemen, just going at it from the word go. Just absolutely beautiful spectacle from both gentlemen. Suave Jamie just putting on an absolute clinic against Naz. Naz does move to 0-2 in these last 2 staked events. Very tough for him, but you know it's one of them fights. You know, if you lose to Suave Jamie, you can't really you know, the man has literally done it all.
Yeah, but it's just one of those as well. You know, it's like if Jamie just keeps on competing in this now, you got to think he's going to be challenging for the title, you know, very soon.
Well, he already
There's
had
not
a
many
title
people
fight.
who can stop him.
He did already have a title fight at the start of the season in the 4-man tournament. He beat Trixie and fought Fadanator for the title, where he did come up short against Fadanator, but that was a spectacular performance from Suave Jamie. Yeah. Let me just get on.
Yeah, it was just dominant. It was just dominant. Very good work from Jamie, but you don't expect anything less than that, to be honest. On that note, though, Jakey, I am going to go for literally 2 minutes, alright?
You are good
Just
to go
grab
for
a
2
drink and
minutes.
stuff.
I will carry on with this spectacular card. Big shout out to Suave Jamie on a spectacular win. Good to see him back into winning waves and competing on these staked events. And as the underdog, winning the people some money, there was definitely a few people that should have had the money on him. And yeah, big commiserations to Naz, but Naz will be back. Naz is spectacular, and there is no doubt he will be back to winning waves soon. But yeah, well played to Suave. So moving on back to GOAT of MMA versus God Ate My Pig. Hopefully these two guys are ready. Hopefully these two guys are ready. Remember, guys, someone in this stream will win 100,000 NUGS AU crypto token. By gamers, for the gamers. Yeah, got it right. Made by gamers, for the gamers. Big shout out to NUGS AU. Make sure you check them out. nugsau.org, where you can find the rankings, you can check out the token and things like that. At the end of the stream, I will show you a bit around the website and things like that. And yeah, also a big shout out to 1v1me, who, yeah, you can go over to 1v1me and you can stake on these matchups. Weekly events, you can stake on these matchups, judging that it goes well. And yeah, so moving on. GOAT of MMA, not too sure who he is, but yeah, bit of a cheesy character, bit of one that does sort of, yeah, very interesting character. Not seen him too much. See him in the 3v3, looked really good. Beat Yerda, most notably, that I remember, against God Ate My Pig. God Ate My Pig, ESFL champion, really done it all. Finalist in the Immortal Games. So yeah, this is going to be a very interesting matchup. What do you think, chat? Like I say, 103 people in it. I love all the support. Thank you all so much for continuing and staying on with this one. Yeah, I appreciate the follows and I appreciate the subs. So it's going to be very interesting to see how these ones turn out. A little bit of audio cut out, but GOAT of MMA, pretty good. Big denial from God Ate My Pig. God Ate My Pig, one of them guys that notoriously has one of the best side controls in the game. God Ate My Pig, not too confident coming into this fight, said he hasn't been playing too much, and GOAT of MMA plays this game every single day of his life. So it's going to be very interesting to see if ring rust is definitely a factor in this fight for God Ate My Pig. Oh, the big drop. The audio's very bad audio. But a big drop from God Ate My Pig. Oh, and a big drop back from Bully of MMA, GOAT of MMA. I believe he's in B3, the camp B3. And they're having a pool party, gents, and he hits him with an elbow and it drops God Ate My Pig up against the cage. And a big takedown into side control for Bully of MMA. Big love, big shout out to everyone in the chat. 115 viewers, amazing. And a big posture up here. Now armbar, moving to side control, passing to side control, believing he has a good side control, better side control than God Ate My Pig. And if GOAT of MMA can get a big win here against God Ain't My Pig, he's definitely looking at contending in these fights. You know, he was definitely, if he's 18 plus and meets the requirements, definitely both of these guys someone that we'd love to have on 1v1 me fights. But I don't know, Bully of MMA didn't show up once, neither did Gamp, so I opted to not put them on 1v1 me just because it's risky. Do you know what I mean? Imagine these guys not turning up. Mo Goat Test, I do ask if you do respect my competitors, please. And God Ain't My Pig is out there already. And Bully of MMA, absolutely dominant. And yeah, crazy. Maybe, yeah, just no words, I'm speechless. The audio kind of fucked it for me because I couldn't really hear what was going on, but speechless. But please, guys, if you are in my chat, make sure you do respect the competitors because it is only them the reason we can do this. Yeah, so don't bozo them. Please, they're not bozos. So, moving on, we do have 20 minutes till the next one, so we will go to Ryan K versus Toasty Toes. Guys, greatest being the same account as Blink, so we removed him for alt account usage. Yeah, so we will just move on, head on over. Hopefully, Crimmy comes back soon, because I don't like talking to myself.
Yo, I'm back.
How you doing? You just missed God Ain't My Pig get absolutely decimated in like 3
Are you
minutes.
joking?
Bad stars.
No, you're lying.
Bad, bro. I'm telling you.
Bro, you're joking, no way.
Bro, I'm telling you, within a few minutes. I can't find Ryan K's stream, by the way. The one I'm clicking on, Ryan K.
Oh, no. I wanted to watch that fight as well.
Oh, it's 129, that's why. And they are shortly lobbying up. Why are they not ready? They're going to start screaming. If you don't like the ads, gents, make sure you subscribe. Ad free. I will be increasing the amount of time for adverts because some of you are getting away with it. Toasty hasn't joined or invited. Where is he then? Where is Toasty Tits? Yeah, man. And the sound was awful. The fight just was over in a blink of an eye. You got him inside control. He couldn't get out. Z Crimmy, my boy. Love for that Crimmy, bro.
Yeah, man. It's just as soon as you
6 months in a row. You're the goat.
Nah, you know me.
I appreciate that, bro. And we are waiting for Toasty Tits to hurry his curry and get into this fight lobby.
Is it Ryan streaming or Toasty?
Ryan K129, I believe. Ryan K129. Where is Toasty Toes? Hello, Peace. Hello, Peace, my eye. When you start streaming on Xbox, you've got to start on low quality and go normal bitrate after 30 seconds or so, or the audio fucks up. Big. Appreciate that. Alright, Roo. We will take, Roo, if you're here, we will take that loss away from you, Roo. Where is Toasty Toes, man? Is he here? Is he here? Jack, you want it? Jack, you want it? Ryan, is he here? All right, go on. You two fight if you want. You cool with that? Poor from Toasty. Very poor. We've got 15 minutes. Go on, Jack. Let's go then. Let's go then. 13 minutes. So we'll go into this one, and then we will have to go with Dirty Dave. We'll be the last 1v1 me fight of the night. And then, yeah. All right, cool. So we will go Toasty Toes, no show. Randy, poor from Toasty. Poor from Toasty, taking it and not showing up. Anyway, we'll move on. And it will be Ryan K versus Jack 17. And these two recently fought in VFL, right? They had an absolute
I was just
banger of a
speaking
fight.
about that. It was one of those as well. It was going well as well, and then Jack ducked a roundhouse kick, and he, for some reason, he didn't throw a hook, and it would have knocked him out as well. He had no stamina, so it was down to the last, it was on a knife's edge, and then but it was a really good fight. So this will be a very good fight as well.
Just checking in with Frosty MMA and Dirty Dave to make sure they are good to go in 13 minutes. 13 minutes, Jack 17 loading up, and there they are. Jack 17 sporting a 10-8 record, but hold on to your seats, gentlemen, because this one will get a bit tasty.
Yeah, obviously I'm assuming it's going to be a yarn mirror. Yeah, it is. Two pretty good strikers. Obviously Jack known for his cheese back in the day, but he slowly started to adapt to more of a clean play style. But I also know Jack's got pretty good grappling as well, and I'm not sure about Ryan. So if he could probably take it down to the mat, I'm backing Jack. But it's very even on the stand-up.
Very, very even on the stand-up indeed. These two did fight, as I mentioned, not too long ago, and Ryan K did get the better of that one. Ryan K in the red gloves with the red shorts, Jack 17 in the black shorts with the blue gloves. Very, very interesting matchup. Yeah, I couldn't really tell you this way it's going to go. Ryan K, like Jack 17 for me, is one of them guys. I know he dashboards a bit, but he's getting quite high in the Div 20 leaderboards. Does put together some wins. Ryan K, he's sort of just been. I've not really played him too much, but he's working on his game and things like that.
It's a good start by Jack. We've got some nice combos. He's really invested into the body early. You don't see Jack doing that too often.
Hang on, I'll do another message.
Oh, how did that not rock him?
And a big judo toss, but big denial from
Nice.
Ryan K to keep this back on the feet, and he's doing very good on Jack's head health.
Yeah, he is. But I think if you're Jack right now, you are losing the exchanges. You're not. I don't know. I'm not going to say he's not as good as Ryan on stand-up, because I do respect Jack on the feet. But like you see in there, nice counter. He's going to want to look to take him down, I think. And he does get him down.
Remember, lads, Discord is in the chat if you are interested in competing in these leagues. This is an Xbox league only at the moment, but if you click on that link, it will bring you to our Discord where you can sign up and you can fight and things like that, and potentially get onto the 1v1 me fights.
This is where Jack wants to be, definitely. Trying to work back a little bit of that head health, trying to control the top game. I don't know too much about Ryan's bottom game. I don't know what he's like grappling. I know he's a very well respected striker, but I know as well Jack was known for his grappling. So let's see.
Big posture up from Jack 17.
I'm surprised he didn't get that pass over into side control. You didn't see too much grappling from Jack in the fight these two had the other day, though. So it's an interesting approach. Definitely an approach I would have thought he would have made. But big flip though, and straight back up on his feet.
Sorry, lads. Yeah, just making sure these next two guys are good to go. While these two absolutely go to war. And a big end to the round for Jack 17. But this one's still in the balance for either competitor. Who do you think takes that one, Crummy?
I think it was good work from both on the feet. I think Ryan was winning the exchanges, but I think that takedown and the eventual ground and pound and the top game control from Jack might have got him that round. But it's on a knife edge. You don't know who's going to take that. But just yeah, Ryan is slowly starting to piece him up on the feet. Ooh,
So a big shoot.
it. Oh, hold on.
Jack 17 looking to avenge it, bring it back. Oh, what a big slip. And yet again, these two just having another absolute banger of a fight.
Yeah, it's all about styles make fights, and I think that the styles these two have got always just produces a banger. Both very passive though. They're both relying on that jab to land first.
Alright, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done. He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're gonna sit there, there you go.
Big Osagari trip.
Yeah. Yeah, this could be a dominant round for Jack if you can keep him down here. Especially with the rock with on.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial
Nice denial though. You got to think he might just want to take some body damage here or no? No, he just gets up.
78 total strikes have landed for Piotr Jan. And landing with 43%.
Sorry, that's just not having no response from the Frosty MMA. So I'm just trying to make sure he's there.
Oh, he lands another straight to the body, really starting to
So both of these guys really putting on. Ryan K doing a brilliant performance so far. Jack's head health looking quite low, resorting to those Osagari trips, but Ryan still finding it easy to get back to his feet. And to be fair, I think Ryan's another one that could do really well in this league, but a big rock from Jack had a big drop, and maybe the commentator's cursed.
Oh.
I'm the GOAT, thanks for the subscription, my brother. Good performance, bro. We're looking at you in the future, as long as you show up.
Yeah, did I miss that fight, man?
Yeah, guys, it was very dominant from I'm the GOAT. Part of the B3 camp as well. Very good camp. Love B3. Shout out Bang Bang, by the way. In the chat for Bang Bang. We love Bang Bang. Love us in the chat for Bang Bang chat. And this could be it.
Over.
It is over. Jack 17. Jack 17, mate. Jack 17, mate.
His dad is a pro footballer, so
is he?
So he always goes on. Nah, I think he's an ex-pro footballer, but he doesn't fail to always mention it. He always mentions it.
Thanks for the follow, King Jon Snow. Yeah, so spectacular performance. We do have just under 6 minutes for the next 1v1 me fight. B3 Fat World, you know it, brother. Yeah, it's a brilliant performance from Jack 17. But yeah, so if you give me a second, guys, I just need to make sure these next two guys are here, because I've got a feeling that Frosty is
No, they are.
They
were sparring, apparently. They were sparring, the both of them were sparring each other.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
I've done that with Dave before our primetime fight. Before our primetime fight. We yeah. So up next it will be Frosty MMA versus Dirty Dave. Dirty Dave going into this one, a heavy favourite. Would you warrant that after what we have seen from Frosty?
Yeah. I think Frosty comes under a bit of criticism as well. So the same one as Fonty, I think. And this isn't discrediting how good they are. They're both very top competitors, but this is going to be good ping, and this is going to be probably one of the better tests that Frosty's faced. And yeah, this could be really difficult. But if he can get this one done, then there's no denying this man. I mean, he's that performance last week, I'm pretty sure against Ginger, was probably one of the most dominant I've seen. Yeah. This could be it could be a banger of a fight.
This could be a banger. Yeah, Kezza, you're all good. You're all good, bro. Right, so these two are ready. They are both here. That is good. Yeah, Dirty Dave though, very dominant, very heavy favourite going into this. 3 or 4 Yammers tonight. Yeah, possibly. That's what happens when you get him a bantamweight, boys. a lot of yarn mirrors, but it's fine. No one has a yarn like Jakey B has a yarn. But yeah, so we will move on to the up next to have a little look at the menace himself that is Dirty Dave. Dirty Dave 3-0. Frosty MMA 3-0. And might I say he has a pretty good beard as well. Not like mine. And by the way, no better, you still have to shave your beard off. That was the agreement, brother. But pretty good beard himself. Not bad, not bad. So, one of these men, the winner of this, will fight the winner of Kezza and Fadanator. So, you got to think, probably Fadanator, but what we have seen from Kezza has been absolutely beautiful. Dirty Dave, a wrestler of sorts, with very tricky stand-up, you know, very good leg kicks. But Frosty, very good wrestler himself. He's looked really good everywhere. You know, last week he absolutely demolished Ginger quickly inside like a round, I think it was. He's looked very, very clean, and I'm excited to what Frosty has to bring to the NEC. And if he gets a big win here on Dirty Dave, you got to think, that who knows what this guy could achieve.
Yeah, and it's one of those as well where I feel as if these two, their styles are very much alike. Both very passive strikers. Both like to slowly work the legs, a couple of body kicks now and there, but and they both got very good grappling as well. You know, if they come up against someone who's not very experienced at grappling, they will dominate them. And yeah, I definitely think this one is going to hit the mat, but yeah, it's in for a bang of a fight.
I've seen some guys saying $300 on Frosty MMA will win you $1,000. That is crazy, crazy odds in a game of UFC 4. You can head over to 1v1me.com to check out those stakes and them live lines that will shut in shortly. 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Dirty Dave, a heavy, heavy favourite, as he was last week going into this one. But yeah, Frosty MMA, a big underdog, but we have seen the underdogs get it done. This will be our last fight of the night, so let's have a little cheeky look at the rules. To have a little cheeky look at the rules for one last time. So, all fights will be 3 rounds accelerated. Other than title fights, that will be 5 rounds. Any use of exploits, no matter how minimal or accidental, will result in a disqualification. Any use of third-party software will result in an immediate ban. Banned submissions, your back-sitting RNC, the one we all love, the mounted go-go, standing guillotine, side saddle arm triangle, and the windshield choke. The banned exploits you will see is sprawl undeniables, mount bobblehead, cage clinch, unblockable hooks, dam drain exploits. So, please be note if these guys do attempt any of the banned attempts, even if, guys, they lock in the banned submission, they are disqualified for the stand tax that it does take. So, but these guys, both top level, not really expecting it from either gentleman. You know, as you see, you know, the Webo Leach fight, all credit to both of them, but they're susceptible to doing that little bit of cheese and whatnot, you know, the little bit of mount bobblehead. But you see as high level it comes tonight, none of these guys, no worry from any of the fights so far. So, without further ado, we will wait another 20 seconds before this one locks up and we do get underway. We'll just use in the check-in, right? No? Fight check-in. Yes, Dirty Dave, Dirty Dave, Dirty Dave. Dirty Dave. And where will they be going? Why is Dirty Dave not live? Come on, Dave. Does he want to go live? I thought Dave just said he was fighting Frosty.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm unsure. Said, sorry, me and Frosty were in spars, so I'm unsure.
Oh, don't tell me, Dave. Hang on, gents. I don't read my DMs, Dave. So we will give Frosty 15 minutes.
He's here. I think he's typing.
He's here. That's all you got to say, lad. I believe he was just typing.
He was just typing, so I don't know where he's gone.
DM me. So he did DM me that, saying he's running late. To be fair.
JK.
Yeah.
Jamie is joining comms. Jamie
is good to join comms. We will move on. We'll give him 15 minutes. He's stuck in traffic, guys. So yeah, he's stuck in traffic. I apologise to everyone. I can't help it. He says he's stuck in traffic. He can't dodge these things. He said he will be 15 minutes. So we will move on to the next fight, and we will get back to that one shortly.
What's happening, Jamie?
Suave.
Where are you at?
So next, moving on anyway, while Jamie sorts out his stuff, we will move on to Konzi versus the Leech. So Konzi versus the Leech.
Hello.
Suave.
There he is.
Suave.
Yeah.
How you doing, mate? You all right? Congratulations on your win earlier. Spectacular win for you. So obviously I know. What's it like winning the boys' money? What's the feeling like? The feeling's great, right?
Oh yeah. I tell you, I'm never nervous for comp fights anymore. You know, it just is like, you know, I'm so used to it now. Kind of, you just kind of get in, get play, and get out. But I've never been more nervous. I just, you know, I did not want to let anyone down. Like Ash, a good friend of mine, had bet 50 on me. Someone had DM me on 1v1 me that they were gonna put 300. I don't know if they ever did, but that was looming in the back of my mind that they'd put that amount of money on me. So, and also I hadn't played as much as I wanted to, and my monitor was flickering black. So even towards the end of the first round, my monitor like shut off for half a second, and I realised I was under pressure and get this finished. So thankfully I did.
Yeah, he's
someone
very
else bets
good.
on him as well, and he's a very happy man, but I'm not going to say his name.
Yeah, he's very good. We got an advert here before we go into Konzi versus Leech, but yeah, like you say, the feeling of just winning the boys' money is crazy. I know what it's like. Even today, going in as, I think I was the favourite today, but going in, I know Ash had put a little bit of money on me as well. It's just a great feeling, you know, that you can do it, and then people like, oh, cheers, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, really feeding the community here with our skill sets. I think I might be coming for you, Jamie, at one point, mate.
I look forward to it.
So yeah, as we get into our next fight, you can see the staff chat, right? Oh wait, it's not in there. Sorry,
It's not in there now.
it's your boy on the cam.
Sweet.
but for some reason I can't get past this advert. Here we go, we are past it. We've got a slight advert and we will run into the next one. Hopefully Frosty is hurrying up.
Whenever you needed to hear.
What a time for someone not to show up,
There
eh?
were adventures that could
Oh,
stir
really?
Yeah, I know,
your
it's fun, isn't
curious
it?
soul. Or even move you to tears. But
Your
surely
boy on
a
the
story
cam.
that is so great must be just.
It's gonna be an interesting fight. This very interesting.
By the way, Jakey, I'm not shaving. So as we move over to the next event, the next fight, it will be the Leech versus Conzilla. Very interesting. Does Leech stream, Jamie?
Does Leach stream? I don't think often. If he does at all. I'm not too familiar
He's
with
got some mad setup here.
it. No, he does actually. So is this Leach's stream as opposed to Conzi's then, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Leach. Yeah.
Maybe he was a former aspiring Twitch streamer.
75 followers. He's doing well. Not so bad. But we do have UFC the Leech taking on Conzi. Leech come up a bit short last week. You know, he had that old Mount bobblehead thing. But he still looked good nevertheless. Still put Webbo out. A little bit of lag here. I think that's Conzi. Conzi known for a little bit of lag. If this one's too laggy, we will just skip it because long day if so. But
Conzi in a controversial fight himself last week, you know, getting the fake love touch out there.
yeah.
Doing what be done, but
Yeah,
still.
what I will say is what made me laugh is, did you notice that hold on, Big Rock.
Oh,
None of
Big
them
Rock
touched
Leech.
none of them touched each other's glove. None of them touched each
Yeah.
other's glove.
Leach knew better.
He knew better not to do that.
Leech knew better. Leech does try and move on to stack, but Conzi does get back to his feet. Conzi on an impressive run, 3-0. If he does win this, he will be looking at fighting someone for a potential title shot. Not too sure where that will come down the line, but yeah, but he's got his work cut out against Leech here, I think.
Yeah,
Big take.
it's a really good start from Leach as well. What was that? He had a knock and he had a drop as well.
Conzi seeming to go to the same game plan that he's seeing Webbo have success with, you know, try and use them turning takedowns and just posture ups and ground and pound on the Leech. Seemingly may have a bit of trouble when he finds himself on his back, but hopefully he's improved from the Webbo fight.
Yeah, and what you got to ask yourself, is Conzi as good on the mat as Webbo? Because I've not really seen much of Conzi's wrestling. I know he's got a few submissions in the VFL, but not too sure of how his wrestling will hold up here, as Leech does deny the back take, and he will get back up to his feet. But you must have you played a bit with Leech, Jamie?
Yeah, I've played him a fair few times, and as well as that, like, he seems to be ever improving and rapidly as well. Like, I'd played him a couple times on ranked and he was picking Jones and throwing death kicks now, but you can clearly see that he's now, you know, an established player and he has really good striking.
Yeah, the Leech has.
Yeah, well, I know
gone
Leach. I know Leach pretty well as well, and it was like he was talking about this fight. You know, he doesn't know too much about Conzi. He didn't know what he'd come in and do. He knew the connection was going to be this bad as it is, but you know, like that fight against Logical last week, we saw, you know, Conzi came out there. He got a little bit cheesy, but he got the job done.
Oh, and a big rock from Conzi. Big head kick, gasses himself
Oh.
out. Oh, I will make everyone aware that this is not the staked matchup on one. Oh, and a big rock.
Oh, and a drop.
Oh, and a drop.
that's
This could be
a
over.
drop.
This
I
is
think
not the
top man's
staked
gotta be it.
matchup, guys. This is not the staked
Oh,
matchup.
Nick was by the skin of his teeth.
Saved by the skin of his
Slick
teeth. But yeah, this is not the stake matchup, guys. We are waiting for Frosty MMA,
Oh.
who's currently in traffic. We will keep you updated on that. But this one could be over. Oh, and by the skin of his teeth.
To Leach, smart. Giving him no break, pushes up instantly, but wants it back to the feet.
Back to the feet, and where he brings Conzi back to the feet. Oh, but Conzi's still dangerous with them spinning elbow attacks. Head kick off the block. Leech pressuring forward.
Oh, nice pull elbow.
Oh, very unlucky not to get a
Oh,
rock
get
or
another
drop.
drop.
Oh, but it's drop. It could be over. Up kick saves him. This turning out to be a very good fight. Conzi been in a lot of fight of the nights, you know. A lot of fight of the top
Mixing it up.
contenders.
Oh.
Oh, big slip straight. Head kick off the block. It seems like one of them. He seems like he plays a very high risk game. You know, he's good at getting rocks and drops off his opponent, but it also looks like that he gets rocked and dropped quite a bit himself. So I think it's out of 3 events, he's been in 2 conversations for fight of the night and actually won one of them. So he's a very entertaining fighter. Another one if he can sort out that lag, and a big bow here because both men scared to touch gloves in a slip.
Yeah, they did.
Seems like the momentum is slightly switching after Leach having a dominant. Oh no, and I spoke too soon. But yeah, towards the end of that round, Konzi was doing well with his counters. Oh, gets a drop. He was kind of finding the combos of Leach and, you know, getting that rhythm down. But he does get stunned. He does get dropped. And this may be it. But a flip into mount.
A flip into mount.
Good denial by Leach though. Doesn't let him get that posture, and he doesn't let him get the posture in half guard as well. Doesn't let him progress into side control or getting any ground and pound off. Interesting though by Konzi here. Doesn't want to play in the full guard of Leach. Tries to get back up to the feet. Pays for it. Oh, that was really unfortunate. But
Konzi's still doing well
not
against
able
a
to capitalise.
dangerous competitor. The head kick's not doing too much though. You might think that he wants to start breaking the block before he swings that head kick in the air because Leach is
yeah,
not
he definitely
ducking him.
just seems to be trying to catch Leach off, you know, maybe with that block down or at the start of a combination.
Yeah, it seems like he's just throwing around.
Very unorthodox.
Both of them are
Haven't
panic, you know, they're both preemptively countering, but this could be it.
Oh, this could be it.
He gets the jump.
But the head health looking to recover a lot.
Oh,
But 2 big straights. That could have been it.
and even by the skin of their teeth here, seemingly on the ground and pound sequences.
And a big posture up for Konzi. And he's doing really well against a tough competitor. And, you know, you got to think, if you beat someone like Leach, who does train with some of the best, like such as yourself, Jamie, and other guys around the community, you got to think Konzi, someone that originally started playing FIFA, he's one of the guys that come over from VFL. You got to think this is a statement kind of made for him.
Oh, big turn and takedown from the back there. Slams him.
What a big slam from
But
Leach.
backside. Now this is a dangerous position, but he doesn't choose to grapple for it. Wants it back up to the feet.
Back up to the feet, indeed. And I believe there is, I can't see what round we're in. I believe we're in the second with 1:30
I feel like the next drop is going to be it. If there is a drop at all, one of these men are going to get flash KO'd off the next kind of big shot because they've got dropped so many times a piece. And you see, that's all it takes now. One lead hook gets the drop.
Back to
this
and a
is
big
it.
denial. Could be
Backyard,
gets the
time
stab.
advantage, low health on Konzi.
This could be it. And that's
and
it.
Finish.
And a big win for the Leach. A great fight, back and forth for both men. But Leach does come through the storm that is Konzi, and he does pull out a big win to put himself back on a winning streak. And other than Webbo one, like I know he did finish Webbo as well, the controversial one, he's looked really clean in his run towards the title. And
that is the first loss for Konzi.
And that is the first loss for Konzi. That is, he was 3-0 going into this one, and that is 3-1. They do get their 3-0s, and then they take a step up in competition to see if they can maintain it at a higher level. And the question was asked, and the question was answered, and that is a big win for the Leach, getting himself back in.
It is surprising from Leach because, you know, he's coming. I speak to him every day, and he wasn't very confident coming into this. He's seen a couple of Konzi's last performances, and I feel like he's dominated that, apart from a couple of slips now and again from Konzi. But that was really good from Leach.
Indeed.
Definitely.
But moving on. Anyway, EK Fonny is not here, so it will be Noble, and it will be Noble versus, I believe, Kylam. Did not book Kylam, not sure why, but he has got a match up here this evening. Looked very good last week. Kylam's actually a really good player. I'm not sure if you guys played him.
I mean, yeah.
Not sure if you guys played him. But he's good.
I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fights with Caleb. He's came over from FIFA with me. But it's one of those as well, you know, he trains with the likes of Driz, Bossman, Fad every day. It's one of those, you're eventually going to get very good. As you've seen last week, you know, he put on a dominant display. I think he was against EK Declan. But he's very good at striking, very clean.
That EK win being a good one, considering he may not be as known in the community nowadays, but he was definitely a top player in UFC 3 and had, you know, the ASFL title shots and the big wins against the top players back then. So definitely an underrated win.
So, guys, if you are waiting for Frosty, no, you will not get a DQ win if he does not show up. If he does not show up, all the stakers will be refunded their money. But
God.
I have received word from him. He's close. He is nearly home. He said he is close. He is nearly home. So we will go into the next one while we are here. So it will be Noble versus Kylam. And yeah, let's see if did we get a stream link for one of these gentlemen too? I don't...
Yeah, we did, but I'm unsure which one of them is going live because Noble is not live, and I know Caelim's Twitch as well, and he's not live either. So.
Okay, just give us a sec, gentlemen.
But I know they lobbied up, a couple of minutes ago, so they should be ready to go.
Let me just get a stream link.
The steak and chat is good entertainment.
It is. The best part for me is when I finish that, because I don't really read it because there's so much going on this end. I like to go back and read the stake in chat after to see how it went. I've probably got a couple of fans in there.
The odds have moved a lot on Dave and the Frosty fight. It seems like a lot of people got in on the underdog Frosty. Formerly, it was put 100 to win 340, but now it's down as low to put 100 to win 243. So yeah, a lot of underdog money coming in on Frosty. Someone even putting $300. So.
Did someone do that? They said they wanted to put 300 on to win 1,000, and they seem like they have made that stake.
Win 900 at one stage, but now it is. He had said it is to now win. I think he said 700.
That is massive. We do have the next fight ready for you guys. It is the practitioner, DB Noble. It's just in the general chat, guys. He's just put it in there. Against Kylam. And 5-0 for Kylam in this one, in the sparring record, and we will move over and hopefully we can get on with the 1v1 me match, last final one of the night. Very interesting as well, knowing that he's going to have to walk in and set his console up straight away as well, whereas Dave's been preparing for this one. So.
I mean, look at the picks here, by the way, and this Noble opting for Islam, Caelim going for Connor. So I think we both know what both men are trying to do in the fight.
We do have a controller disconnection. Oh, he's still with it. He's
always does that.
All right, so we do see Kylam with the Conor McGregor pick. Played him earlier in ranked. He actually beat me, to be fair. So he is a solid competitor. Very interesting to see what he can achieve in this league. He is only 1-1. Noble sporting, I believe, a 2-1 record so far. So Kylam looking to head on that winning streak and stop Noble from entering the title picture.
Oh, nice rock early on.
But very
That's
big
what
rock.
you have to expect from that, straight from Connor.
In this lightweight division, Jamie, who is your go-to pick?
I feel, Dustin is probably the most well-rounded out of them all. He can do it on the ground, he can do it on the feet. So that's who I usually like to go with. But, days have went from the two extremes. One of them picking, the heavy grappler in practice.
The first shot.
And Caelim with the pure strike and McGregor pick.
And the first shot landed. Islam Makhachev, the current 155 champion of the division. Very dominant wrestling. I believe he has a 99 top game or close. Maybe 98, but he looks for north-south.
Doesn't go for the choke, though.
Does not.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with both guys. Very familiar with both guys myself. I've fought Noble in comp very recently, and he does like to just sit on you. He doesn't really get a lot of damage off, hence why he could lose a couple of decisions now and again, just because he doesn't go for it. But he does very good work on keeping you down. He doesn't really take a lot of risks.
Oh, nice flip. Gets the denial. Is in full guard now. Postures up instantly. Doesn't want to go into side control or even progress into half guards. Wants this back on the feet.
And back to his feet. And even though Makhachev does have some good striking stats, he's still very tough with the low boxing combos and stuff against Conor McGregor. But he does get another takedown. And this is one thing against Kylam. Kylam, I've said he's a good player, right? He is a good player, but most of our fights are only stand-up because OWC only do stand-up with these guys. But Yeah, I've never tested his grappling, never really seen his grappling, so it's going to be interesting to see what Noble can do. Like I say, Noble looking very dominant, won VFL title very recently, but via submission against Warbsy. So he can definitely get it done on the ground, and if he's going to get it done on the ground, it's definitely a pick to do it with, as some nice ground and pound lands. But yeah.
Yeah, I've seen. He got the McGregor as Coylan, or Kalen. He got the early stun off, but you know, practitioner has been putting in some good work on the ground. He's been getting them half guard postures up, the full guard postures up, you know, and he's been making the McGregor work as well. So if this fight goes into, you know, late second round, third round, we may see that stamina come into play.
We may see that stamina come into play indeed, but regardless of all the work done on the mat for Makhachev, it will have to be another round for him, because Kylan did get that big. Did he get a drop that round?
He did, yeah. He got a stone early on in one of the first exchanges that slipped left straight from Connor.
And he dropped him from it, right?
I don't believe so.
So it will be a stun. So we will see how the judges weigh that one up. But for me,
Yeah,
that will probably be Kylan.
Went out into the second round here.
That will probably be Kylan for me that takes that first.
The thing
round.
with Kylan as well, he prides himself on clean striking,
Ooh.
but he can get it done on the floor, on the ground as well.
Yeah, his grappling definitely seems better than his actual takedown defense. He's got some really nice denials when just even there, you know, practitioner was trying to progress into top mount, but he knows, you know, to be careful of that. So got the denial, but whenever he's up on that feet, he does have a problem denying that double leg side control.
Yeah, he keeps getting the same one, doesn't he? Always gets the same one.
News from the back, Frosty MMA has arrived, so you will see that 1v1 mistake matchup. Go ahead. He is here, so after this matchup we will get into it as Kylan gets back to his feet and looks to work some more damage, but he just it's them turns as well. I feel like as a player, like when you come in, obviously you learn the basics of takedown defense, but it's really the turning takedowns. Like there's so many options, definitely when you've got the glitch singles and things like that. It is tough to learn every single turn and make all them reads, so as you are improving, that will be a problem most of these new guys will face. But like you do say, he does have some good denials on the ground, and he's finding his way back to the feet with relative ease every time. But he's just got to try and not let practitioner build up a head of steam here, and he does do that with a nice denial, stopping him going to backside.
Oh, and an even better
denial.
It's a big denial from Kylan.
Big denials all round, back to his feet again.
He does opt to go for the hooks on the break as opposed to maybe even, you know, another takedown or possibly the full guard into top mount.
Yeah, if this one stays on the feet, you know, I can see Kalen getting it done maybe midway through into round 3, but you know, those turning takedowns have really been working for practitioner. So
Kalen's doing a really good job. So anytime he's on the feet, he's keeping that jab in practitioner's face, you know, and he's kind of making him panic. He's forcing the takedowns out of him after he lands, you know, 1 or 2 combinations, and lowers that short-term head health of the Makhachevs.
The only thing that's tough is with all them shots, it makes you kind of beautiful head movement by Kylan, as you was about to mention there. But yeah, it makes you drop your block. You know what I mean? It makes you drop your block because you think that takedown's coming, and that's when the big shots, because Makhachev does hold a lot of power, big spinning kick to the body. They are lobbied and they are live. That's beautiful. But yeah, Kylan doing some good work here. Look, head health seeping lower and lower. Big takedown. There we go. Nearly.
It's that jab for Kalen every time. Oh, hold on. Big.
Oh, gets the stone. Doesn't follow him down to the ground.
He tells him to get up.
Yeah, I think it would have been a smart decision to try and, you know, ground and pound him out, especially with only 15 seconds left on the clock. He, you know, shouldn't have been too afraid of possibly getting flipped into mount or back sitting.
You got to think here though, Kalen, you know, he's two rounds up. In my eyes anyway. I think he did win that first round, and I think he's just nicked it right at the end there with that. And got takedown tonight as well. You know, if you're Kalen here, would you be keeping it? Would you be patient, Jamie, thinking, you know, you've got 2 rounds in the bag, or would you push? Well, he looks like he's pushing.
I do
and he does jump
very well.
He does jump.
Oh,
that's maybe why he didn't want to jump.
Yeah.
Because you give up mount in this situation.
Oh, beautiful
Oh.
ground and pound defense. Finds himself back to the feet instantly, and that could have been Practitioner's last chance out the window. Doesn't find the takedown. Does get the spear though.
Does get the spear, and Dirty Dave will be very proud of that one. Does deny the crucifix, though. And you do got to think, though, all Kylan really needs to do is survive, right? And he's won this one.
Yeah, definitely.
3-0 for me so far.
3-0.
I think it needs to be a big submission here if he's going to get anything. I don't think he's got anything going on the feet noble, but again another big flip. Caelan's looked really complete here. He's looked really good. Even with the McGregor pick, his grappling has been really on point.
He has performed
He's done a
very
really
well.
good job at, not being on the ground for too long, flipping him, getting the posture up and getting the stand up from it. He wants to kill though. He is
That's
going
it.
in for it, and he's got it.
And that is it. And he was about to quit. He doesn't quit, but very beautiful from
Listen,
Kylan.
listen. I'm not being biased. I'm not because he's my mate. I think that should be performance of the night. That's maybe from Mobsy, but the fact out grappled in Islam in terms of getting back up to his feet more than less every single time is very impressive. And the fact that he outstruck him, his striking was second to none as well.
Very little head hilt damage, or even or even damage in general, and that's a tough one to do, especially when you're using McGregor against such a dominant grappler, such as Makachev. So good job on him, being really good defensively on the ground, and then he didn't even need the defense on the feet because, as I think someone said, the best form of defense is offense, and he showed that perfectly there. Every time he was on the feet, he was just putting it on Practitioner.
He did perform indeed very, very well. Good performance from Kylan. Back to his feet every single time. Questions will be asked. The performance of the night, and very little will argue. A lot of great performances. I think performance of the night for me so far would be GOAT of MMA. I know the audio was a bit techie, but
I didn't see him, man. I didn't see it.
But yeah, you didn't see that one. But so far there is there is a lot of arguments. Even Suave Jamie, the man himself. Very spectacular performance, a lot of spectacular performances all round. So with a minute to go, we will go into the co-main event, Frosty MMA versus Dirty Dave. The fight is here, they are live, they were ready. We will quickly show you one more time the up next, and we will show you the rules. As we say, these both men are 3-0. Next, the winner of this fight will fight the winner of Fadanator and Kezza. A quick look at the rules so you guys all familiar yourself and you are all understanding the submissions, the exploits. We've already gone through them once, so have a quick look. 3-round fight, no exploits, no third-party software, and yeah, no matter how minimal, immediate ban. So without further ado, why I get this one in, Jamie, what do you know about these guys?
Dirty Dave, more the well-known of the two, but definitely not the clear definitely not clear in skill. Frosty, not as well known as I said, but his striking is really impressive. I've not seen too much of him on the ground, but when I've played him and when I'm seeing him play, he has some really impressive striking. He's good, he's slow, he's technical. He likes to pick his opponent apart. He does, as Crimmy said only earlier, you will see the leg kicks out of him, you'll see the odd body shot, but he tries to get that kill up top as well. And Dave, obviously, the man, the myth, the decision, Dave, he likes to get them down to the ground, try and dominate them, but unlike most, he does really go for that finish on the ground. He will hold you on top mount and punish you. He will hold you inside control and punish you. And he's coming for the kill at all times.
He is indeed, and these two are lobbied and ready to go. They will be going at featherweight, I believe. Is it featherweight?
I feel like it's
I don't feel like it's featherweight.
I think it's lightweight. That's what Dave's hovering over here.
Oh yeah, it's lightweight. Sorry, they're both over bulk. That confused me. That confused me. So as we do head over to this final staked matchup of the evening, Dirty Dave coming in a heavy favourite, but a late backing of the underdog. Frosty MMA, #1 contender on the line, 13-13 on the sparring record. And yeah, I'm excited for this one, gents.
Yeah, I feel like I said earlier.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I feel like I don't know about what Jamie feels about this. I don't know if he's fought Frosty a lot of times, and I've fought Dave a lot of times as well. I feel like the styles here are very alike. They're both very passive strikers. They like to work leg kicks, body kicks. They like to keep a bit of a distance, and as much as we talk about Dave on the ground as well, Frosty is no slouch on the ground. Frosty can definitely hang with the big boys on the But I feel like if Dave can get dominant position on the ground, I feel like it will be difficult for Frosty. But I'm definitely not counting him out, even though he is the underdog.
Definitely not counting him out. Dirty Dave, though, as you say, more well known of the two. We are sorry about the delay, but we are finally here with Dirty Dave versus Frosty MMA, the co-main event, the main event of the staked matchups, and the winner will go on to face the winner of the title fight tonight. So, Dirty Dave in the blue gloves and black shorts, and we have Frosty MMA in the green shorts with the red gloves. So, feeling out process from both of these gentlemen as you say, they figure out their range. They've got their kicks. It's going to be interesting to see if Dirty Dave looks to take this one to the ground and how Frosty can deal with the well-known Dirty Dave wrestling.
Yeah,
And
just like
there we
that, he shoots.
Goes for the ankle pick early. Good job from Dave though so far. Just saying when he is working that kind of back foot game plan, he's doing a good job at interrupting Frosty's strikes and not letting him get any momentum to him. So, good job from Dave there so far, defensively speaking.
High stakes matchups. Yeah. Both of these guys will be feeling it. Dirty Dave
already forcing Frosty with pants.
Dirty Dave doing beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like leg kicks were always going to be a big one in this. Sparring a lot of them, sparring the both of them a lot. The both of them are so heavy on leg kicks. I know Frosty's not really implemented it a lot here, but he normally is. But I think he knows, Dave's probably got a good read on leg kicks and when they're going to come from combos. So yeah, he's already worked that leg like Jamie said already, and he's already forced him to switch stance, which is a big move.
Yeah.
Beautiful takedown from Dave as well.
Beautiful entry for Dirty Dave, and this could be where the fight tells its tale. 2 minutes on the clock. Dirty Dave in a position that he is well known for, but a big sprawl from Frosty MMA.
Good job though, yeah. Frosty not panicking here.
Oh, and potentially went for a side control, maybe trying to catch him out. Maybe could have just give up a bit of sprawl damage and worked your way back to the feet. Dirty Dave does take back sit, and he will sit here and just kill the round out, because this is what Dirty Dave is known for. He will use up his 15 minutes. If Dirty Dave needs to, he will use up his 15 minutes. He is notoriously known for it. And yeah, if he can remain here for the remainder of this round, you got to think it's going to be 1-0 Dirty Dave.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Beautiful work from Dave though. Beautiful. Realises the short-term stamina on Frosty being low. Progresses into half guard and quickly goes into side control and wastes no time.
Waste no time, indeed. And Dirty Dave will, even though it looks like Dave is very patient here. Oh, Dave does usually rack up a lot of damage on the ground, but a very interesting get up from Frosty. I've seen from Frosty, he may be rushing some of these transitions, which is not good to do against Dave, but interesting to get back to his feet there. But
Dave was to kind of back off and just try and secure that round, not give him any health events and, risk losing the round. Going to come out here with really good recovery because he took minimal damage towards the end of that round there.
Head health looking even, but leg health maybe a bit on Dirty Dave's side. A big round for him nonetheless, and but that will definitely have a say in the head health department. But Dirty Dave looking clean.
Oh, yeah, beautiful drop.
Oh,
beautiful denial too.
Big takedown and denial. Jamie does have the best internet in the world, and he is ahead of us. But that is fun.
Oh no, I'm not even. I could just tell by the short-term stamina advantage that he got the late denial.
Oh yeah, you're the goat.
I wouldn't have clicked onto that one.
Yeah, me neither. Playing this game for years.
Yeah, beautiful pressure up.
Here we go, Frosty, body. As he puts on the pressure, the underdog says not today, and that could definitely have a say in the scorecards.
Frosty saying, if I'm going down, I'm not going down without a fight.
Big duck and very dangerous. Oh, and he's taking body here. You got to think.
He's doing good work to the body.
Does need to be careful though, because I do believe that Dirty Dave did get that first knockdown in this round from an attempted body shot from Frosty, so needs to be wise with how he kind of goes down, because Dave really good at timing them uppercuts and getting them drops, as we've already seen from it.
He does need to be
Yeah,
careful indeed.
I think it's like what Jamie said earlier on. Frosty can pour on this pressure, but like as you see just there, Dave's really intercepting him every time he's coming. He's doing a really good job of it as well.
Beautiful from Dave there. Realises that Frosty was just about to duck that head kick and cancel as a little last second. Nice head movement too. Dave's focusing on the defense at the moment. I think we will see him come out of his shell here with a couple of combinations or even a takedown attempt soon. Yeah,
you do have to think that Dave can obviously did get that big drop, so that is probably outweighing the stun that Frosty got. So securing this round will probably put
beautiful
2-0 up.
takedown from Dave. Brings him to the centre of the octagon so he cannot move into sprawl and possibly get that cage get up.
And that was beautiful from Dirty Dave.
That's really good work.
And a big denial from Dirty Dave as he rains down some elbows, just
Tried to
separating
move
that
into
head health.
striking or crucifix, but Frosty wise to that. Smart, I believe he tried to move into brawl there, but Dave was to it. Into top mount here. This could be the end of the fight. Dave is not one to be messed with in top mount.
And there is a big denial from Dirty Dave. As you see, there is no HUD on your screen, gentlemen. So there is no arguments of HUD watch whatsoever. Dirty
Beautiful
Dave,
head movement.
but a big save from Frosty.
Are we going to see one more posture up out of Dave before the end of the round? Oh, unlucky. He tries to posture up as Frosty moves out of top mount and progresses into half guard.
And I think it's 2-0 Dave.
Yeah, and Dave, the man known for the decisions, can we see him secured out here? One thing you need to do, when you're trying to secure them decisions, you can't get too defensive. Dave can't just focus on surviving, because the more you focus on surviving, the more you're getting that block hit, the more you're shooting them takedowns in a panic mode, He needs to keep to that game plan he has, and I think Dave's a veteran, we've seen him in Vegas, we've seen him reach them top 8, we've seen him in them tournament finals. I definitely do think. Oh, beautiful drop though.
And that is interesting. Oh, and he gets the follow-up. Could get some nice ground and pound here. Oh, and he does land.
Wise to the Dirty Dave grappling, and also the fact that he is 2 rounds down. Dave using
Backs
every
up
second that he has.
That is typical Dirty Dave. And Herb Dean says fight, brings it back in. And if you're Frosty, what do? Do you wait? Do you bide your time here, or do you throw the absolute kitchen sink?
Throw the absolute kitchen sink. Dave is the one really trying to bide his time here, but he's also doing a good job defensively, slipping the first strike in the combination, and as well as that, he is aware that Frosty does need this, so he's going to be throwing, as you said, the kitchen sink.
Money right now for Dave.
Oh, and another big drop from the underdog.
Dave lunge gets him in trouble there.
And Dave
we will
maybe
see Dave get off the cage momentarily though.
And he separates and really got to put the pressure on here. 3 minutes to work from Frosty MMA. Dirty Dave maybe a little bit nervous, feeling it, as you see. Oh, and triple body shots. Uppercut comes out off the block. But this
Dave dropped again. This could possibly be into top mount. Dave really needs to be careful if he survives this one. Yeah.
He does survive this one, but Frosty needs to break. And
walking off the cage. Mark from Dave. Dave needs to throw back here. This pressure is just one-sided at the moment. But Frosty needs to watch that head held too. We did see him get dropped in that second round from just trying to pile on that pressure. Beautiful takedown. Denial.
Ooh.
Wow, that was really, really good from Frosty, may I say. Oh, this is going to be into top mount.
Oh, and it is into top mount. Frosty MMA.
Dave, a man known for. Oh no! It is
Frosty
all gone
MMA.
Dave in the final round,
bro.
The underdog.
The underdog. $300 on the underdog cashing in. Wow. The underdog. Broski at $300.
I know a lot of hearts are broken right there. Dave being the heavy favourite, having a lot of money on him. But just a beautiful, what did I say though? You can't get too defensive. You need to stick to that game plan. And as Jakey said, this man was going to come out here to throw the kitchen sink, and that is what he done.
Wow, running late, delayed, turns up, and absolutely pulls it.
There's absolutely no denying him now. You can't deny him now, Jakey.
Frosty like McGregor.
Number one
I
contender.
just don't give a fuck. Without me, this whole ship sinks.
For real. That is a spectacular win, and really just waited and waited. Took them first 2 rounds. Dirty Dave sort of cruising to what would have been a 30-27 unanimous decision, and Frosty said, "Not today, mate."
that was just unfortunate. Dave, I failed and I felt the nerves set in for Dave myself there. You know, the pit in my stomach as soon as Dave got, you know, jab into slip hooked into the lead uppercut, dropping him the first time. You can just tell Dave's thinking all I have to do is survive. Frosty's thinking all I have to do is keep this pressure on, and that is what he done.
That is what he done indeed, and that brings us to a close of the 1v1, the event. Let me just run through the matchups quickly as they progress, and then we will get into the final fight on the main card, Webbo versus Mark Dev, and then the title event, the title fight that was placed in Fadanator.
I do apologise, boys, but I am going to have to bid you a farewell.
No worries, it was great having you on. It's always
yeah, hopefully I can be around next week as well.
Congratulations on your big
win. Again, it was good fun. I appreciate the opportunity. Great commentating from the Perriers.
No worries, you too, bro. Thank you very much.
Have a good night and enjoy the fights, boys.
Yep, thank you very much. So as we have a quick run through of the 1v1 me fights, we had Noetta taking on myself, Jakey B, where I pulled it out of the fire and put on a spectacular performance, if I do say so myself. Yerda versus Trixie. Yerda really coming back into that fight as well, just like Frosty did, and putting on a spectacular performance in finishing Trixie. Suave Jamie versus Naz UFC. Suave Jamie reclaiming his... reclaiming the name of why he is the greatest to ever do it, and putting on an absolute dominant one-sided performance against Naz UFC. And then Frosty MMA, 2 rounds down on the brink of defeat, pulls it out of the bag, kitchen sink. What do you think of that last fight? Grim, are you here?
Pardon?
What do you think of that last fight we just saw?
I mean, you know what it just reminded me of more than anything? It reminded me of that, the Trixie versus Fonty last week, Jakey, where, you know, Trixie was 2 rounds up, and the next thing, you know, Fonty is just absolutely piling on the pressure, just like Frosty did there. And like Fonty, though, Frosty did get it done, and, you know, you can't deny that man now, you know. You know, he looked unbelievable last week against, obviously, a lesser opponent in Ginger, but still a top competitor. And then he comes out and does that against Dirty Dave in the 3rd round, and it's just like, it was just unbelievable. You know, just like Jamie said, you know, it was all about the fact, you know, Dave playing defense, Frosty coming on, and Frosty just got it done.
Got it done indeed. You don't see that happen very often. 2 rounds down against Dirty Dave, looking like you're down and out, and then absolutely pulled it out of the fire. So there is no question he is the next man to fight for the title. But we do move on to No Hope Webbo versus Mark Dev, 2 ground specialists, I believe.
Yeah, and you know, we both know these 2 very well. Obviously, Mark, a FIFA guy himself, but he's made a big name for himself in the community with a big win last week as well over Taz, where he looked like he was down and out, and then I think he got the twister, didn't he? I think he hit him.
Yeah, he did. He got a twister.
And then and it was just unbelievable. The comeback in the fight was just great. And this one it's going to be one of those fights where, you know, you think it's going to hit the mat, but I feel like we're going to see a lot of striking in this as well. Both just testing each other out.
Indeed, and Webbo a lot of talk saying he's gonna sub Mark Dev. He's gonna sub him. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that goes. Need to get one of those stand mics. Yeah, I hear that, bro. Just fucking shit's annoying. Yeah, so it's gonna be very interesting to see how this one goes. They are matching up at welterweight. Mark Dev picking up the Shavkat pick, maybe, or RDA. He did get that twister pick with Shavkat, right?
Yeah, he did. And I know he likes his Shavkat pick as well, and I think he is going to opt for it as well.
Against an RDA pick from Webbo. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Interesting pick from Webbo, but these 2 will match up. If you are expecting an entertaining fight, then look away now, because this one will probably go to the distance, and these guys will probably lay on each other for the duration of this 15 minutes we have up next, and then we will get into the title fight. It's Fadanator and Kezza, but here they are showing out. And Mark Dev with a lot of, you know, if Mark, the winner of this, could potentially fight, you know, next #1 contender next week, maybe, after Frosty takes on the champion, and we see one of these guys potentially fighting in the co-main event.
Yeah,
and
well,
big takedowns.
Oh, big takedown already. But we've got Webbo here. I'm assuming, I'm pretty sure he's 3-0. Am I wrong?
He's 3-0. Mark Dev is 2-0.
And I'm feeling Mark Dev's 2-0. So two high level competitors in the room. Two both picking up big wins. But yeah, already a big flip there from Webbo.
Big flip there from Webbo indeed, and a big denial from Webbo.
Oh.
Maybe
I think
leg locks.
I think he was ready for that.
Leg locks. maybe for RDA the option of choice, but as predictions stand, if you betted this one to touch the ground in the first minute, cash those coupons now, because we are here, and we are here for 15 minutes and a big transition tonight.
Yeah, and it was good work there from Mark, you know, just to try not to allow Webo to get into side control, top mount, and just try and get a sprawl. I mean, look at it, he's right back up straight away.
Back up straight away, indeed. This one, oh, and that was unlucky. Flying knee. Yeah, not sure, but if that's real life, you're probably thinking he's going out. But a big upwards elbow.
Yeah.
If you are wondering, no hope. Webo in the yellow shorts with the red gloves, and Mark Dev in the black shorts with the blue tape around his wrists.
Yeah. So what we're seeing already, you know, you can just tell, you know, both men, you know, they're not known for the cleanness of striking, but both very good cheesers in their own right, you know. Obviously, Webo trying to go for the 6-12 a lot of times as well. He does get it.
Another big takedown. It goes into the Kimura attempt, and this is where Webo's dangerous.
And he did say he was going to sub him.
He did say he was going to sub him, but Sub D holding up well for Mark Dev. Webo staying close. Could get it does get stronger, and Webo staying tracking really well. And this could be interesting. This could be close.
I think he's going to get it.
He's going to get him. He's going to first round sub him.
He's going to get him.
He's going to sub him, bro. He's got him.
He's got this. Yeah, he has.
He's got it.
Oh my god, he's going to go down to the wire.
And there you have it. No hope. Webo
Oh
submits Mark Dev inside one round. Stream dropped. GG.
He
Thanks
called
for
it.
coming.
He called it as well.
He called it.
He said he was going to sub the submission specialist. That is crazy. That was unbelievable.
Unbelievable indeed. And what a performance from Webo, you know. I thought Mark Dev landed some pretty good takedowns and stuff. But yeah, Webo gets that full guard Kimura, and
that was, yeah, I mean, yeah, surely Webo takes on, he's got to take on a top competitor after this now. You know, 4-0 moving up the rank, got a good win there over someone who did get a good win last week as well, competitor. So obviously, you know, the GOAT Webo just moving on, man. That was a great sub.
he will be 4-0, and he will be in line for a #1 contender fight. Who it will be against, we will not know. Will it be Suave Jamie? Will it be the Leech again with a rematch? Will it be potentially all these other guys that are fighting at the brink of their life? Not too sure, but to be fair, if Frosty wasn't 4-0, it'd look like Webo for the title fight.
Yeah, it would. It honestly would.
But moving on, main event, Fadanator, Kezza. We are sorry that this one cannot be brought to you by 1v1 me, because Fadanator is not of qualifying age for this one, because Fadanator would be a very, 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 very good competitor to stake on, as he is one of the very best in the world. Looked dominant so far. He is, I believe, 3-0. 3-0, dominated everyone, dominated Bossman, dominated Jamie, dominated, who was it? Who was the other one? God Ate My Pig, was it? Gamp,
yeah, I think so.
Three very big names on his resume. He looks to extend that to 4, facing Kezza, but Kezza, underdog against NEC UFC, absolutely starched him. So it's going to be very interesting for Kezza to see what he does here.
Yes, I mean, this fight could, it could be a banger as well. But it's one of those, you know, Fad obviously is the heavy favourite coming into this. But, you know, after that performance from Kezza last week against Naz, I mean, it wasn't even just a normal performance. He dominated Naz UFC. It was just done in round 1. But this is going to be a very tough test for Kezza. But I'm excited to see what goes on.
Very excited indeed. And when we get the stream link, we will get this title fight underway. And a big GGs. Thank you for everyone for coming. We will have the giveaway after this, and we will quickly check out NUGS AU. So shout out NUGS AU, a project made by gamers for the gamers. Yeah, we will run through NUGS AU and what they are after, and a big shout out to 1v1 me as well for being involved on this event. And we do have the link. It is in general chat for you, and it is Fadanator.
Yeah, I've got it.
And it will be at featherweight. It will be at featherweight. As we move over to the main event, Fadanator, Kezza. 5 rounds, please, guys. And it's looking like 208 to 27. What do you reckon? What do you think of that record?
I mean, Kezza, I'm a good friend of Kez. He did say that the record was ugly, and it is ugly. But you never know, man. Records in spars, they don't really mean anything until you really get in there and fight. But yeah, it's definitely a confident booster for Fad. Even if he needed one already, go this knowing he's fighting probably has got his number. But yeah, this is definitely predicted to be a very, very high level fight.
If I'm Kezza, I'm thinking I've done it 27 times, I can do it 28. Is that what you're thinking?
You should see mine and Driz. I think Driz has got 600 wins to my 80, and I always think I can get it done when I get in there.
One of them, but as they do touch gloves, the belt will stay at Flow State, gentlemen. Both of these guys fighting out of Flow State Kings, Fadanator and Kezza. So the belt will stay within their camp, but which member will hold it? And Fadanator starting off far with a big back step straight. But big uppercut lands, and anything can happen in these fights at this level, and Kezza just needs that one moment to shine, and he can really
But as we know as well, Kezza is such a fast starter as well, and it's going to be very hard to catch Fad with any real damage early on. Because he's got some very, very, very good counters. He does get a good slip.
Oh! It was nearly Kezza's season. It was nearly title season for Kezza, but a very good start for him. He gets that early drop, 5 rounds on it, and he just needs to slow down. What do you think? He needs, look, you see his head health dropping slowly there. He needs to just compose himself, take his time. Is it some nice counters? He needs to keep working on them.
I mean, it was beautiful work. I think it was a slip into a hook and then an uppercut that caught him and rocked him and put him down. But obviously, it's going to be hard to catch. It's going to be hard to catch Fad, the man who invented the up kick.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard to catch Fad in that situation. But we've seen it before. We have seen take losses, but no easy feat to accomplish. Not many people can say they have a win on Fadanator in competition, and Fadanator gets a rock. And it's just one of them, even though you feel like you're doing well, just look at the head health for Kezza already. Oh, but a big spin kick lands off the dome.
But this is the thing with Kez, as everyone knows. Oh, big rock
and a
again.
Big rock. Oh, and a front kick drops him, puts him down. And the up kick on the up kick, King. Front kick off the block. 2 lead hooks off the block.
Rolls, you get that early rock and you think you're doing really well until you look up and you see the health stats. He's even had a bit of the body, a chunk of the body down as well. It is a bit of a dominant start.
It is a very dominant start. And there's another rock, uppercut, straight, lead hook, could be it. Jumps, up kick, saves Kezza. Head kick off the block. And Fad looking like the man to be stopped. Will he be dethroned ever? But looking at the performances of Fadanator, a big sidestep, and he's another drop. And he does get the jump. Could be it.
And he doesn't get it.
But Fadanator's head health, not the highest that we've ever seen in a fight, but Kezza's looking sort of worse for wear. 30 seconds left of this round.
This is the thing with Kezza. The longer this goes on, the more you think you've got a pretty decent chance of catching him with something. And Kezza's got some really nice combo, but he gets him again.
Goes to work into his feet. Up kick again. And another drop. And that's a very, very strong round for Fadanator. Looking like the man to beat. Looking like the man that will remain at the top of the food chain. Not really seen performances from anyone. Frosty MMA will have his eyes closely glued to this. But very dominant from Fadanator early doors as they touch gloves. And I don't see this one making it out this round, do you, Trim?
No, absolutely not. They both, Kez has done a good job as well of got that early drop. The head health is low for Fad, but I think he just needs to slow it down a little bit because he's just getting caught with stuff. The block's getting broken quite easily. He's coming in on short term, just again counted on a back step jab. Beautiful work by Fad.
And that could be it. Knee on belly, Fadanator. Oh, and Kezza survives. Grit of his teeth, but not a lot left.
Kezza not going out without a fight yet.
Kezza starting really well, but head health blinking. But Fadanator's health not looking the best.
Oh, he's wrong.
Oh! Kezza throwing the absolute. Oh, and he knees him and he rocks him. Oh, we got ourselves a main event. Second round, throw in the bank. Kezza not going down early.
Kezza's just got to make sure he doesn't back himself up against the cage too much where Fad can just unload on him. And like he's doing now.
Like this could be it.
Yeah.
Oh. And we see it, body, head. Kezza, beautiful performance, but Fadanator, the man to beat at the top of the food chain, and still Fadanator.
I don't know who's going to stop the Terminator. I don't know who's going to do it.
I'm not sure who's going to do it. Will it be Webbo? Will it be Webbo?
I don't know. Will it be Webbo? I don't know. Sorry, Webbo, but I don't think you've got too much of a chance. But if you can step in there and do it in fair play. But it's going to be difficult because that was a, to get rocked that early and just come back and just dominate is just, it's a sign of someone who's just, so good at the game. Doesn't get flustered by it, gets the up kick, comes back up and just dominates from there.
Beautiful from Fadanator, but Kezza will still be happy to say the belt stays at flow state. The belt does still stay at the flow state. And next up will be Frosty MMA taking on Fadanator. It's going to be interesting to see what weight class Fadanator will choose, as the champion does have weight class choice. So yeah, that does bring us to an end of the card for today, gentlemen. So what was your personal favourite fight of tonight?
Oh, there were so many good ones. For me, you're going to have to look back at that comeback from the MMA. To do it against such a high-level guy like Dave, as much as I love Dave, but that was just... that was my... It wasn't really fight of the night, just due to the fact of how, the first 2 rounds, it was like Dave was just steamrolling him, just getting through him nice and easy. But that comeback there was brilliant. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, one of them to really, really put it on the map. Frosty MMA caught my eye tonight with 2 rounds down, absolute domination, and really pulled it out of the fire, which is not easy to do against Dirty Dave. Really clutching it up. You got to think as a 1v1 me fight. The stakers watching that one 2-0 down. Your guy's 2-0 down, and you think he's out, down and out, but absolutely pulls it out of the fire. So beautiful performance from him. Beautiful performance from all the guys tonight. Watch out, Warbsy, Yerda. Ryan K, Jack 17 put on a great fight. Go to MMA with a beautiful performance. Easy work GG, even though it was laggy. Kante, Kemyo, all of them guys putting on great fights. Yeah, so spectacular. We will get on to the draw. We will have a draw. I will quickly, if I get rid of my screen capture.
I am gonna love you and leave you, Jakey.
You're good, bro. No worries. Thanks for coming along, bro. Thanks for coming along. So we will check out anything you want to say before you go? Or have you gone? He's gone. Right, so yeah, shout out NUGS AU. Make sure you're checking out NUGS AU. It's a token made by gamers for the gamers. It's a new DeFi smart contract created on the Binance Smart Chain network. So it all started with a nugget, gents. Going very well. A lot of transactions going on. And you can make sure you head over here, to the events page to check out Call of Duty schedule and the standings and how they are taking shape. And we also have the player stats with their win stats, their KO stats, and Lucky's ratings. So make sure you check out NUGS, guys. Make sure you check them out. This is all possible because of them. Make sure you go over there. Oh, this is interesting. What's this? Have a look at that. Looks interesting. Yeah, so you can also head over to 1v1 me, stake UFC 4 for a free bonus. So shout out to all the guys involved tonight, and this is where you submit your best clips for knockout of the season. So without further ado, we'll get to the wheel of names. And I will quickly do it on my phone. Twitter. So we do have 18 retweets. 18 retweets. I will check if the winner is not. So we do have Golden Gaza, Liam Kenmure, Tricky Swiss. Kaz. Jaffa Man. Noetta. Okay, sorry. Noetta. Kezza. Yoda. Jovi. Rami. And Noggin. So I will spin this. Gents. This is for 100,000 NUGS AU token. I will check if you are following NUGS AU. If you are not, then you will not be winning. So let me just have a little look if I can pull up NUGS AU follower list. Okay, so we'll spin it. And the winner is... It is Noetta. So Noetta does walk away with... And he is following NUGS AU. So big congratulations to Noetta. We will tell with you shortly about how to claim your winnings, how to claim your 100,000 NUGS AU token. Stuart? Who's Stuart? I don't see no Stuart. Who's Stuart? On mine it don't show Stuart. Who's Stuart? There's a Cathcart. What is that noise, bro? No one called Stuart coming up on the retweets. The retweets have more than the likes, so they needed to retweet it. It's just not the likes, they need to like and retweet it. Bruv, what is that noise? It sounds like someone's getting shot. It sounds like someone's playing Tetris, bruv. What is that? It's Fadanator. It's playing WWE, bruv. Fair play. All the boys playing WWE. So yeah, congratulations Noetta on a big win. We will sort you out shortly. So yeah, shout out NUGS AU, shout out everyone involved. We'll go ahead and raid someone from the UFC community. Pass on the love. What we're thinking, guys, Ruster NUGS. Everyone go say hello to Ruster NUGS for me.
Far Cry, Rise of the Revolution. Official prequel.
If you could all stay at least 20 of you, please, I'd appreciate it massively. Just go over there, say NUGS Raid, Jakey Raid. Make sure you just don't say Jakey Raid, just say NUGS Raid. Because this is all possible with the help of NUGS AU, made by gamers, for the gamers, Bosch. So yeah, we'll see you next week, NEC 5. The sign-ups will be out shortly, gents. Just give me a sec to go get a drink. I'm absolutely parched. So yeah. If you guys could just stay for this quick raid. At least like 10 of you. See like loads of people have left already. 12, 15, if we get 20. I don't think we're going to get 20. 16, 17. Can we get 20? It's going to be 17, boys. Anyway, GG's. See you on the flip. Peace.
That was a good uppercut. Ah, he went. Dog, you have no stamina. Yo, Jakey.
It's your boy, Skinny Penis.
What up, brother? Last playing some UFC? How you doing, brother? Been a minute, but I hope you've been well. Ah, come on. Got him. Ah, he got me.
How you doing there,
Did you
Modi
wash
Mac?
your ass today?
How are the fights on UFC for you, Jakey? I fucking went from Div 14 down to fucking 10, and if I lose this, 9. I fucking went from Div 14 down to fucking 10, and